right here. We are live. Hello and welcome back. We are very excited to be here with you today. We are the Rollers of Fate, and we will be playing a modified version of Curse of Strahd. Dining in Barovia.
What's so bad?
Barovia.
No, Darko, we're
Amazing.
talking about.
Yep, Darkor, Barovia. Yes, thank
We're
you.
going home. We're going home,
Yeah,
guys. We're going home.
you all get a D8 inspiration. We start from the bottom.
Country roads
And
take
now we're
Yeah.
me
here.
home to
Yeah.
the place I belong.
Amazing. I am Cisco Blanco, your tail weaver and chaos coordinator, and I will be playing all the NPCs and all the boring people, but playing the ones that are fun to hear and watch. Please, why don't you guys introduce yourself, brave heroes, starting with whoever wants.
Great. Good game, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right. See you
Yes.
guys.
Awkward.
Awkward.
No! Damn it. Hashtag bring back Claudio.
Don't
Lilith,
everyone
go.
jump in
Neil,
once.
please introduce yourself first.
Hey, my name is Neil. I am playing Lilith, and I'm playing War Turtle. I forgot about that. I'm playing Lilith, who is a Warforged Cleric of the Grave. Cisco still hasn't given me Claudio back. I am also playing War Turtle, who is a Totem Barbarian, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bertotem, yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
Cool,
Totem. Yes.
Path of the Warrior thingy. Cool.
And
Yeah.
I will pass it on to Tom.
Well, thanks, Neil. Hi, everyone. I'm Tom. I'm playing Sway Silver Spear, and I'm a Changeling by nature and a Phantom Rogue by
By
trade.
night.
By night, yeah, exactly. Lurking in the shadows.
Just
And I will pass it to Julia.
Thank you, Tom. Hi, everyone. I'm Yulia. I'm playing Saphira, who is a Wood Elf Moon Druid. And yeah, the battle was over. Exciting. We defeated Exitander. And I will pass it to the new king of Darkon, Martin. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm Martin. I am playing real. Used to be Pedalkin, but now reborn. Chronology Wizard. And yes, this episode is the one with the return of the king to his rightful place. The king of Darkon is back, baby. And I will pass it to Mo.
King is back, baby.
Yeah, okay, sure, real. My name is Mo. I'm playing Cabal the Blood Hunter Goliath. All you guys need to know is that I rolled well on my level up HP and I may not die as often, but that's probably me being very optimistic and probably will die. But whatever the case is, we've done it. We've defeated whatever nonsense there is in Darkon and we're heading home. Home sweet home. Back to the snow.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Thank you all for introducing yourselves. And maybe more, if it's okay, please take on those announcements as you are ready there. Please.
All right, no worries. If you are new to the stream and haven't watched any of our previous episodes before, this includes this campaign, the Tuesday campaign, Candlekeep Mystery, or the Wednesday campaign, Eye of Observation, or any of our one-shots. You can catch them all on our YouTube channel at Rollers of Fate D&D. Once the stream finishes, it will immediately be available on our Twitch channel right here. So if you missed anything from the beginning right now on our little shenanigans, please, you can just rewatch it again once this stream has ended. If you haven't followed and subscribed, please do. It means a lot to us. And follow us, subscribe on this as well as on our YouTube. Let your friends and family know where to find us. We have an email where you can send us any fan arts, messages, whatever you guys want to send us, anything you want, which is at rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And we have a Twitter, which is at FateDND, where you can catch up-to-date news about our games airing and other stuff like that, and other D&D related news too. And finally, content warning, as always. This game can be quite gory. Probably not anymore, but yeah.
Well, you got me DMing, you know it's gonna be gory and nasty. It doesn't matter where you are.
Probably. So if there's anything that you don't like on the screen, please just step away and come back, and hopefully we'll probably be moved on by then. And apart from that, I think we're ready to jump in. Back to you, Cisco.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you all for being here playing with me today. And to everyone who's tuning in from home as well, please make yourselves comfortable and cozy as we are about to dive into the mists of Ravenloft. Woo! And we won't be diving in for long. So, okay. I'll just put some music there. So tonight's name of the episode is our Out of the Mist, our official 135 episode of including the off-stream ones, and we are on 106 episode 106 tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of episodes. Very nice. It's a pleasure, each of them. All right. The end of the Golden Doom. The outsider's light broke the longest night. Salvation follows them wherever they go. Despair turns to hope with a final death blow. Previously, the outsiders ended Strahd and captured his soul in a relic retrieved from the past. Now, our heroes have traveled to Darkon to stop the destruction brought by a mysterious golden star that appeared after Azalin Rex's ascension, in the domains of Dread and also in Aura, absorbing the souls of the dead and turning them into zombies. Once in Castle Avernus, the group and Dr. Van Richten explored several rooms collecting riches, scrolls and information, moving through many ethereal gates, also aiding Ebb, a black moonstone dragon that had been misled by evil imps, clones called skivers, different number skivers. In Vegna's chapels, their final destination, the party deciphered the bottled puzzle, destroying the magical ice wall. Fought their old friend Thunder, who was controlled by Eric's crown and the lost eye of Vegna, and overcame the Golden Doom harmful aura, and smearing Strahd's blood into the altar, but also their friend Claudio was disintegrated. And from Thunder's death remains a gigantic parasite surprised our very wounded heroes. Actually, reading this, our very wounded heroes who healed themselves with mass heal and they were not wounded at all. But yeah, I was thinking that after the recap. Yet, in the end, the alien parasite was also killed and the Golden Star finally vanished from the domains of Ravenloft. Or well, from Darkon as far as we know, after revealing its true incomprehensible tubular form. And this is where our story continues tonight, still in the jewels of the domains of Dread, our beloved Darkon. You all, Dr. Van Richten, and your new admirer, Skivers One, find yourselves still in this unholy chapel after your victory and reading the latest entry by Strahd Banzarovich into his tome, in which he expressed his need to explore other worlds and finally decided he didn't want to be a tyrant anymore, and expressed the irony of becoming Darkon's Dark Lord as a sacrifice he made to save the domains of Dread. And finally, the regret that he felt for all the pain that he has caused to others. There, as you are all united together, Saphira and Lilith, actually, the camera starts on you two, as you both actually realize with your very high passive perceptions that despite the cataclysmic might that you just did, Lilith, like frying this alien creature, it seems like the alien parasite that wrapped your now dead friend Thunder, whose corpse lies there next to you as well. You notice that this green mass of alien goo seems to be twitching slightly. So you two are aware of that. So based on that, what do you guys do?
Well, I don't think it's over, guys. And can we attack it?
Sure. How will you do that?
I will do a flame strike on it.
Okay, so dexterity saving throw coming up. I don't have dice, but actually, let me get a die. In the meantime, Mo, if you could kind of center the little stream, please, if you don't mind. Just saving me from clicking on the screen, if you can. If not, I'll do it in a second. Thank
Do you need me to split the dice? Or any resistance or
No,
immunity?
natural one. So go ahead and roll the Majos.
86. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sorry, I rolled way too many dice.
No, it's fine. Let's take, because he's got barely a hit point, so whatever, as this holy light kind of shines underneath it, you see it like its flesh start to scorch once more, and within a second it stopped to twitch. However, real, you who has a close attunement to death see that slowly a soul seems to be lingering in the air. This ghost comes out from the parasite, and it resembles Eirik Salhonen, who looks identical pretty much to Azalin Rex. But you see his demeanor is slightly different, his hairstyle is slightly different. It's exactly the same one you saw in the picture, actually, on these paintings on the bedroom that were completely destroyed. And you see the ghost there staring at you. And then you see it getting close towards Saphira. Closer and closer and closer.
Saphira,
At some
watch out.
point, Sway, you see it too as it's very close to you. And you see it like he actually tries to go inside Saphira, like dive into her body, actually, literally, as he looks at you real. Saphira, you feel it. Some spirit is trying to get into you. What do you do? What
I
do
want
you
to
let
fight it off. No.
All right. In that case, I will need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, God.
As you feel like you actually like feel it like cold, this kind of chill. You felt like for a second that now at the moment after the dragon spirit is gone, you felt this hollowness within you that it was quite reassuring for a change, but now you feel it like fighting you. So please go ahead and do that one for us.
Oh,
You don't consent, ghost.
God. I will use my inspiration.
Yeah, good call, please.
Oh, please.
For this one,
I will use
allow
my
you to-
D8.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I will allow you to do that if you want to.
D8 as well?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good, no?
Well, is it though?
Nice.
Nah, it's not.
26.
Okay, with a 26 real, you see it and you feel it, Saphira. It's like a wall, and you actually manage to push it out. At the same time, as Sway, you are there, you see him looking, the ghost stands there in front of you, like it's not really a ghost, it's a soul, so it's not really there for you
Wow,
to
can I grab
interact
that?
with it.
Can I create a
He
trinket
actually-
and try to grab him?
Okay, as you
Grab
try
him
to get the
with the-
trinket, you see that he actually gets close towards your chorus of ghost, and he tries to join and push his way in. So I need you as well to make a charisma saving throw as he tries to join your chorus of ghosts.
I mean, yeah, all
We-
ghosts are welcome in my chorus.
We can't
is it?
let them pass through, right?
If you know, you will know, especially you, Lilith and Saphira, if he enters Soul's
dear.
choir, that means that he will be possessing Sway instead of you. Well, not possessive, but be carried inside Sway somehow. You can use your inspiration. You have also
I'll
the
do
8
that.
Sway. So,
So I roll again, yeah?
please, yeah.
And the D8 as well?
If you
I
want
guess
to, if you think 14 is enough, you don't have to.
I mean, it can't be enough because I don't think I can roll enough.
If
Well,
you roll
anyway.
an 8, it will be enough. That's what you need to roll,
Oh.
actually.
Nope.
Okay. Real, and you yourself, Sway, you see him kind of like interacting with your chorus for a second. He looks at all the ghosts there. You see like this druid ghost that you kill, the Nerthekar, the kind of like one with horns that is like a fawn. He kind of pushes this, like all of the ghosts seem to be very hostile towards this new soul there. And then as he feels the hostility, you see him, Sway and Real, goes inside, and you feel it, Sway. The ghost is inside you now.
Hmm.
Make an intelligence check, Safira.
Damn, what was
Actually,
that?
you can have advantage on this
I
one.
invited you to join
Intelligence or wisdom?
my club, not to
History
join me.
or intelligence, or wisdom, even. Yeah,
Do we need
whichever you prefer. Insight.
Do we need a room with clay in it?
What is it?
Okay, I just got it. Yeah, I just got it. Yeah, you just need the clay making thing. Yep, the rolling thing too. The song starts playing. Yep.
What is it? I don't understand what you're talking about.
You just need a penny.
Yeah, he's just making a joke of the Ghost movie, the movie Ghost, with Patrick Swayze. You remember the
Okay.
coin,
Yeah,
all that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's enough, Safira. You think to yourself, this is probably the passenger, the one that Azalin Rex was talking about.
Yeah.
That's Eric Salhonan's soul. However, why is he interested on retrieving the soul of his clone? That's something that comes to your mind too straight away. If he wanted the soul back, why did he put him on the parasite in first place? Why did he send the crown over? And I leave it for you guys to discuss as that happens. At this point, I think only Sway, Real, and Safira are aware of this, actually, what has just happened.
Where did it? Can I see the soul? Saphira can't see the soul, right? It's just Real and Sway.
Yeah. But now you felt it going, you did feel it going towards you, kind of like trying to enter it, because it's something you felt the cold, and you rejected it. But then from then on, you don't know anymore. But you think to yourself when that happened, like, oh, okay, this must be the passenger that Azalin Rex asked me to take back with him, to him, one day.
Yeah, I'll just let everyone else know. I managed to reject it, but I don't know where it went.
It went into him, and I pointed Sway.
I know, what an asshole. I literally invited him to join my flog of my ghosts, and he just
Why would you do
bypassed.
that?
I don't know. I mean, the more the merrier, they say, right?
Way, you fool.
Like, he's in you now. That you're going to be like. Do I have to kill you? I don't know.
Cabal's going to kind of stand up, and then he's gonna clear his throat, and then he's going to speak and say,
Sway, if that creature is within you, we need to release it now.
Do you need some water? There's something wrong with your voice. You sound weird.
What do you mean? This is how I always sound.
No.
Stay still.
Yeah.
You need to do great restoration.
What do you mean? This is how he always sounds.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
out of game. Mo is gonna be using his voice modifier for Cabal from now on. I think we agree it sounds really cool. So it's very like Blood Hunter kind of sound. So get used to it. It sounds a little bit like
someone big, like
it sounds like the
giant, right?
demon. It sounds like the demon from Legend. Actually, that's what it sounds like.
Do you want
Sounds like
this
a
ghost to
giant.
be in you, Sway, or do you want me to release it? If you come close, I may be able to spill some blood on you and remove this possession inside of you. What does it want?
Disgusting blood. Okay, let's do it. This, I don't like this. This is not what I invited him to do.
what will happen to the soul if you release it? We need a plan for that, right?
As you say that, you can all make either a religion or history check, actually, to answer that question on your characters. What will your character remember of what's going to happen to the soul?
History?
This
History
is
or religion, your choice.
this is to do with undead, right?
Yeah, you can have advantage on this one.
17.
Okay, that's starting to look good. And 9 for Lilith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 for Cabal is
24.
24.
15, 24. Is it 15 plus? Yeah, 24. Nice. Okay. And Dark Colors 14. Bloodwick actually will know too. He's so the three of you, Bloodwick, Sway, and Cabal. You remember that you actually saw it. There was one thing that you saw in Barovia called the March of the Dead. You haven't seen it in Darkon, but you remember all these different ghosts clad in adventurous armor, like ethereal kind of blue, all kind of traveling towards Castle Ravenloft. And every night at a certain time, they all march forever. The souls don't go anywhere. When you die in the domains of dread, your soul stays on the domains of dread. They don't ascend to the heavens or nine hells or anywhere else, or to the to the plane, ash plane or whatever it's called, where they go, the limbo. They don't do any of that. It just stays here. So if you exorcise the ghost, the soul, he will stay here lingering forever.
Does he deserve to be lingering here? Was he a victim? Was he mistreated? That's how he died or something?
But
how was it actually? Can you just remind me?
just,
I don't actually.
just based on your history check, you remember that Eric Salhonen was also Jerome Dionier. He helped you in Dimin Liu. He actually impersonated the brother of Seidra Dionier and ended up helping you. He fought against his alleged sister that turned out not to be his sister. He was pretending. So he is not an evil creature. He's aligned to Darkalos Rex as well. They're both fighting against Assalin Rex themselves as well as you. And he revealed the vision to you, this vision where he died and all that, to help you to see the future that is coming
So
to
if
you.
it's like that, I don't want him to be trapped somewhere where he doesn't deserve to be. So I would think of some kind of solution. I guess I just take him for a ride.
But we
Could I
cannot
speak
do
to him?
that. If Azalin wants his soul for something, we can't actually go with him, right? That's just giving him what he wants.
But why are we going to Azalin Rex? We are returning home. It
Barovia.
is done here.
But I think that's what he wanted, for the soul to travel with us, right, DM?
Yeah, he actually told you that he wants the soul to be that you bring him the soul wherever he is. You, at this point, I will say is common knowledge, as I would imagine, out of the camera on the game, while you guys have been alone together in scenes that we are not seeing on this stream live. You will have discussed all your knowledge shared, and you know that Assalin Rex is somewhere in wild space. Real will have discussed it. I remember Real actually saying, on stream that he's somewhere on the stars, potentially where Vegna's prison was, somewhere like that. So that kind of makes you think perhaps you could come out of the domains of dread and then free the soul, and then the soul will go to heaven or hell, whatever is meant to be going, if that's out of the domains of dread.
Okay.
You don't have to take him all the way to where Azalin Rex is if you don't want. You could just free him once you're out of the domains of dread.
Well,
That sounds reasonable.
we have two options. One is we go back to Barovia we know that is where mostly all souls just march to the castle, and we can just leave him there, knowing that it is all over in this place, and it'll be difficult for Azalin Rex to collect him. Or what you are suggesting is to release him once we return back to the material plane.
I think the latter, no?
All right.
Does
Then
it
I guess
make sense?
then you have the ghost in you for now. Are you okay with that?
I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with ghosts to be having some ghosts around, right? And I just kind of look around and all these ghosts around me.
Do you feel any different?
Not for now. I hope he's not gonna
It's a tiny
take
out of game.
advantage
Yeah. Hmm. You
and
feel a
try
slightly
to
different. You
take
feel like you're
over
not
my body
alone.
or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of like in my mind, like kind of like he's without me, so I'm kind of talking to myself without words, just kind of in my mind. So yes, I would explain him that I
Thank
take
you,
him
Sway.
wherever he wants.
You hear in your mind. Thank you, Sway. This means a lot to me.
You've been an honorable ally.
I'm sorry for not asking for agency. That wasn't very nice of me, but I'm scared. I didn't want to march forever.
I would have taken you if you asked, but it's okay.
Actually, he will use his French accent that he was using before, as he was pretending to be. Yes, thank you. I'm very grateful. He was. I appreciate it. Please don't
Drop
let
that
me.
French accent. I really don't like it.
Well, that way you can recognize me rather than the boys from, the other boys.
Okay, okay.
How many voices do you have in your head?
I'm going to Cabal will walk over to Exathander's body. We've lost too many people. He was... We can't leave him here. Or we should take a piece of him and perhaps bring him back.
To be honest with you, I agree. You're right. He shouldn't be here. It's not his fault. He became what he became now. He always been our friend. So I take him. I think I can fit him inside my bag of holding.
As you actually...
Wait a minute. Before
as-
you do,
Mhm.
has he got a new spellbook?
As you look, actually,
no,
sure,
again.
be right back. No worries, Julia. See you soon.
That's his eternal curse that he's
Make an
losing his spellbook.
investigation check, real. As you kind of look at this corpse, he's tattered in red robes, like he's always been. Kind of like his mouth is kind of like still aghast in this kind of horror. You see his bony, kind of like fleshless skin, kind of like a zombie, like remains there in the same position, like Rigos Mortin, kind of like now it's like completely stiff, like in this kind of like fetal, kind of like mummified version of himself. And with a 14, you see a few things. The first thing you notice straight away is he's got no spellbook on him. However, you see this unusual dagger that he has on his belt. You also see that he's got a bag of holding, very similar looking to the typical, typical bag of holding with this kind of weird mouth, like lots of colors on it, like a leatherish kind of looking as well. And as I say, I'll put him on my bag of holding. You know that if you put a bag of holding on a bag of holding, that's not always a good idea. That could
don't
potentially...
I just take the bag of holding if you want. I just want to take my friend. Come on.
Okay, your friend is gone, but sure. Let me just take the dagger and take the bag of holding.
As you hold the dagger for a second, you see the dagger itself is a very beautiful looking, like a metallic, like a blue, kind of like unusual alien-like metallic dagger. Just one second, I'm just checking this here. This feels very well balanced. Also, is unsettlingly grotesque slightly, as you notice that the crossguard is shaped like an alien-like face with tentacles. Also, it has two midnight blue little gems on the eyes of this pommel on the dagger as well. And as you look at it for a second, almost the eyes seem to glow slightly. You know, it feels very magical, very strong magic coming from that dagger. Just without even knowing, you know this is a very rare dagger of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, Safira, they just got close to the body. Now he found a dagger and a bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you can
go
take the
ahead,
body
Bill.
if you want to take him back to Barovia, I guess. To maybe put him in the vault in the Amber Temple.
Would it be wise to bring him back?
What do you mean? He spent most of the time he was with us. He's our friend.
There's
I
nothing to
remember-
bring back. He was a leech.
Does that mean he had a phylactery? I'm pretty sure we investigated it. He had one.
So if he had one, then he would go back there. So
Well,
this
let's
is.
take a piece of him anyway. Just in case.
I mean, you can take all the bones. I mean, it's not that much to carry.
Do we need everything for us to revive him?
No, but if you want to bury the whole thing, it's nicer. But I can tell you that I don't believe resurrection will work on these bones because his soul was gone a long time ago.
I feel like he
And
wouldn't
he was
want
gone
to...
by his own choice. He chose to destroy his soul to live forever.
Well, we should try. Because he found a bond in Dimin Liu. And if we could return him there, that would be... Or... I don't remember the companion's name. Her name was Sarah?
Neferon was his friend.
Yeah,
the box.
Neferon, yeah, you will remember
Neferon.
this
No,
Arcana Loth.
Not Neferon. I remember Neferon, but in Dimin Liu, he met someone there.
Okay, yes. Out of game, I don't remember her name, but yeah, it was a beautiful lady that he fell in love with, kind of thing, and they had like a little thing going. She was a brain in a jar, and then afterwards,
Okay.
she was returned back to her original form, and they were together. The last thing you knew of Exathander, he left with her. I'll check my notes in the meantime.
Well, whatever the case is, Rill, what do we do here now? Do we just leave this place as it is? Are you
Yeah, we
even
should
coming?
We should check the mist is gone.
I mean,
If
the
the-
mist
if
always
the star in
remains.
Barovia.
Well, the mist should retreat to the edges of Darkon now. I think the mist was coming in because of the influence of the star, and that
Yeah.
we'll
Perhaps
have
we
to check
could.
it out.
Perhaps we could send Claudio. And I'll look around up that.
Oh, no, I'm not Claudio. I know I look similar, but I'm blue. I'm a Skivers one. I'm still here. God, what is going on there? That dagger looks cool.
I look towards Lilith when I accidentally say that, forgetting that he died in battle, but...
She's done in silence.
Yeah. She's just for a second you think, is she having an emotion now? Is she feeling something? But you're unsure. She's moving.
We've broken Lilith.
She's just looking through her bags to see if she's got enough diamonds. Okay. She grabs Claudio's stuff and throws it in her bag. She's like, alright, she'll need to get some more diamonds at some point.
You remember
not-
you found a scroll, resurrection, actually, on the castle a few hours ago.
Yes. Do we
A true
need?
resurrection scroll, actually.
Do we have to have the items for it, or is a scroll sufficient enough?
You will know the scroll will be sufficient enough.
Okay. She will look around to the group and just go, I have this scroll of true resurrection. Are you all okay with me using this to bring back Claudio?
Of course, yes, do what you must.
Okay, then I just need a bit of time to do this spell. So if we're not in a rush, I can do it now.
Yes. Better to do it now.
Okay.
Yes. We'll keep watch. And keep an eye
Okay.
on you, Skivers.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
Come here.
Of course, my lord.
He kind of gets close to you, kind of like meekly. You see he's kind of like,
So, where is, I didn't read, I wasn't there, but, you said about Claudio, yeah? Where is Claudio?
You do not need to worry about him. What you
I
need to tell
do.
us.
That's the reason why I'm following you.
Focus.
He's the one I want.
Don't worry. Hopefully he will return and you can speak to him when he does so. But we need more information from you. You've been
Okay.
here sneaking around this place since
Uh-huh.
Vaseline Rex has gone. What can you tell us? Any further information that we need or require? Anything that we've missed?
Well, I don't really remember a lot of information before he escaped. He's been always an asshole. He treated us really badly, to us, to the dragon. He was a true tyrant, very firm and feeling, and he hated Darkon so much. He was very sour, and then he found the eye, the golden eye, that eye, the one that you took from your corpse, skeletal, red robe, wizard, evil thing that now you're saying is your friend, but I'm so confused. But yeah, that's how it started, and then the whispers started, and then he received like that unusual little thing that you found already. I think it looked like a black monolith, like a little one, and then from there this horrible parasite burst open, and it kind of like went inside him, kind of like through his mouth. It had like so many tentacles and like looked like a weird jellyfish kind of thing. And then since that, he was trapped, kind of like researching on that ascension room with the astrolabe, and he was constructing it. And
All right, stop.
and
You're
let me
babbling.
finish. Come on, you asked me. Now I have to finish the story. I'm sorry, big man, old man.
I have
and
questions.
then-
You're talking too
Oh.
much.
Okay.
kind of looks down.
I haven't talked to anyone for ages.
Let us begin firstly. You said that he had a similar contraption. That means there was another. Was it the same one as this blue fella had before, or was it a different compartment where this slug creature came out from?
It was like it looked like
He starts to describe to you the baby chronolith, the looped up thingy that you can taking the piece off. It's like a black monolith, and he had like it was like a baby, a small little monolith.
Was there two of them, or just the one?
just one. I think you found it somewhere.
And there was multiple parasites within it.
No, just one.
The one we just destroyed.
No, A different one that looked like a jellyfish with lots of tentacles. This one had no tentacles. And that got inside him.
All right. The next question is, wow, as Azalin Rex was mad in his research, was there anything that he succeeded apart from leaving this place? We saw that he was researching on trying to resurrect this dragon back. And we have knowledge that there is a strange dragon within the material plane.
Uh-huh. No, he failed on that. He was trying to resurrect Eb's sister for a long time. He was obsessed with it. I don't know why she was so important to him, but I guess he was just... Even though being a horrible tyrant, maybe he did have some feelings for the dragon, I guess. Maybe he wanted Eb to be happy. He did, even if he treated her really badly, he used her. He was her mount, his mount. He rode Eb around like he was so evil when he rode on her, and just like he had a saddle, and then he will go and fly around Darkon, just throwing flames and killing random people just when he was angry sometimes. So maybe he wanted a second one? I don't know.
All right. Now that everything is over, what are you going to do?
That's why I wanted to speak to Claudio. I mean, I heard on the Finnish news, it's like a huge news going on at the moment. Everyone in there knows how Claudius found salvation. He will even be accepted back into the celestial realm now, but he doesn't know that. I need to tell him. He's discovered the god, this Karsus god. I think isn't that the tattoo? That's what I heard, that he had a tattoo like your one, artificial lady.
He looks at you, Lilith.
She looks up at him for a moment and then kind of focuses back down on the scroll.
She is busy. Let her continue what she is doing.
Oh, sorry.
Now, things here have now changed. There is no Azalin Rex. However, I'll look towards Rill. This is your temporary master, I guess.
Oh, your majesty, I saw your crown and your might. And you are almost a lich too.
And he kind of bows, kind of like really overbowing, you know, like as low as he can go on you.
Master, your majesty.
Yes.
Are you gonna be our new king?
He asks you, Rill.
I don't think he's here.
Oh.
He said be right back.
Okay, yes. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought he was a bit dazed. Okay, hello?
He kind of like does that in front of Rill, and you see that...
Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay. Please, what? I don't know your names. I'm sorry. I feel bad calling you old man. I mean, you could call me Blue Imp, and it sounds horrible too. So I am Skivers, but I think I told you my name. What's your name?
I'm Lilith.
Oh, nice to meet you, Lilith. Yeah, that sounds much better than...
And he starts to looking at all of you. He looks at you, Sway, you, Sapphire.
I kind of make a small, not like a bow, I just kind of nod with my head. Like...
Oh, nice to meet you, Anna. Oh, wow, I like your shell.
He looks at Blood Turtle as well.
Oh, don't look. Are you gonna eat me? Don't look at me with that face. I'm not food.
He just like Blood Turtle. He's kind of like dribbling a little bit, saliva on his side, like hungry looking with the sword.
And you, I love your hair. That's so nice. Those Is that your hairstyle? Did you put the leaves and the branches there yourself? That looks so cool. He looks
I
at
did.
you.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm Saphira. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. You look like a druid big time.
Well, I am one.
Oh, yeah, very mighty. I saw you. You turned into this really cool, huge thing. That was really impressive. Oh, look, the king is awakened. Your Majesty. And he kind of bows again to you, Real.
Hello.
I was saying that you almost look like halfway through Lichdom. Are you gonna turn evil as well, or are you gonna be a good king? And he kind of keeps bowing after he's saying that, like, oh, I hope I haven't stepped out of my mark.
Nonsense. I'm not. I still have my stole, I think. So I'm not a lich.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't
have
mean
no-
in a bad way.
Yeah, I have no intention of killing people to live long.
Oh,
There are
okay.
other ways that we can do.
Yeah, you have your crown is so familiar, but it's not the one I've seen.
Speaking of the crown, any voices in your head, Realm? Has Darkless returned?
I think it's the scare to come out. He's not supposed to be here. I don't think he wants to be here. I think he wants to leave Darkon.
But you want to
As
remain
you-
here.
Sorry?
But you wish to
I just-
remain here.
I mean, for a little while, but I think we have to leave very quickly. I just want to make sure that I leave somebody in charge that, it's going to be nice for the people.
Then where does he want to be, if not here?
He wants to travel around, see the world, not be hunted by the other guy, Selling is still after him.
All right. What do you think about this text that Strahd has now written in his tomb?
Well, I hope he means it that he's not going to be evil anymore. He's going to try to change, so that it might be a good thing if he's a good ruler.
But that would mean you wouldn't be able to rule when everything is over.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll keep the crown, but he can rule.
I'm glad that you think that some tyrant like himself could change. And I hope that whatever this crown has done to you, and what Darkless is doing to you, you have the courage enough to put it down one day.
Yeah, I mean, it only probably will just works here, and when we leave the domains of dread, it might not work at all. It's just something we have to do.
But did he not speak to you while we were out of the domain of dread?
Yeah, he always speaks to me while we're not in Darkon. I mean, he spoke to me when we were in Aura. He was okay.
Very well. There is still one more thing to retrieve for you for this obelisk stone that you have that has joined together. And that is in Faerun. We should return there. We can return there now, or...
No, I think we should rest because there is a big dragon that's going to kill us all. Unless your people have dealt with him. I mean, I'm sure the Crimson Snow are powerful, but I'm afraid that they might not be quite as powerful for this.
If one of me was able to help you succeed through this, I'm sure that the rest of the Crimson Snow will be able to deal with just a simple dragon.
Okay, you remember it's not a simple dragon, right? It was like some kind of mind-controlling elder brain dragon thing.
You may understand magic, but blood magic is a little different. It requires a lot more tenacity. They'll be fine. Once we return there, I'm sure they've already acquired the prism that you require. And once we can just go and collect it, potentially.
I feel if they're smart, they probably would have got left to ask for help and then come back with friends, rather than just trying to kill him one-on-one.
Kill who one-on-one?
The dragon. I mean, I'm imagining that you have more people than just the people on that castle, right? They're around Ferrum.
We travel wherever, in whichever plane we need to.
Right, so they might have gone out to look for the other people that were not in the castle at the time to come back and together destroy the dragon, right?
Most of the people before I left were a lot stronger than I was. So, again, I think you must have faith in my guild, I would say.
Okay. I mean, we'll see what happens, but you must be ready to, maybe we might have to do it ourselves.
I can assure you, that will probably not be the case.
I hope so, because then that means that we will have to fight, and I'm all for that.
All right. Well, what do we do once we bring Claudio? Lilith, how much longer do we need?
I need an hour.
Yeah,
It's
let's
already-
say if you
it's already
guys want,
been-
it's been quite a bit. Whatever time you guys want, it will have passed. If you want an hour, it will be now. Up to
Okay, I need a couple more minutes.
All right. What do we do with the skivers? Perhaps he can keep an eye on Ebb and
Oh, I want to
dragon.
come with. I want to come with you.
Yeah, I was
I'm
just gonna
with
say, I
Claudio.
don't think he wants to stay here alone. No.
I don't think Ebb is gonna stay here either. Maybe Chicken comes with you too. Maybe we can all come with you. Where are you guys going?
How did you make it here? Were you summoned by Asalin or one of them?
Yeah, I'm. Well, all of us are the original familia. That's what we always argue. Who is the first one? But the two other skivers will come back soon. In tomorrow. They are bound here, just like me. If we ever die, we return here. We don't die. We are trapped in this castle forever. So they will be coming back tomorrow. So if you guys want to sleep, I will suggest we don't sleep here. Well, I'm already including myself in your group, but I don't mean to. If you sleep here, my brothers will come soon.
How do we stop them from returning?
Can you convince them?
You can't. They are bound here. I don't think they want to return. They hate it here, like me. We all hate it here. But we are Asalin's familiar, and we are waiting for Asalin to return. Until he returns, we have to stay here, and we are bound here. We don't go back to the Nine Hells.
What have we
I
banished?
tried- Can I try to dismiss him? Like, if he is Darkalos' one, because he's the neutral one, maybe Darkalos can dismiss him. So I'll try to dismiss him. I say, I'll try this. I don't know if it will work, but off you go.
Okay. As you think of that, how does he look like when you actually dismiss him?
It's just it gets a bit transparent, and then it just explodes in a bit
What's
of.
happening?
What have you done? Rio, why you kill him? You killed him.
You're just going back, and off it goes. In a burst of sparks, he just disappears.
Why did you kill him, Rio?
I didn't kill him. He's a familiar. They go back to wherever they're from. He didn't want to be here, so maybe that way.
As you look where one was, Skiver's one, now you see nothing.
Oh, were we finished with him, or do I need to bring him back? I look at the others.
I don't know. I mean, bring him back, I guess. He wanted to speak to Claudio.
I mean, did he want it to go?
I mean, he
Or you
said he
just
hated
decided
it
for him?
here. He said he hated it, so I said I'll try to take you back. Okay, I'll try to bring him back.
Because he said he wanted to come with us.
I'll summon him back. I'll summon says if he comes back.
Okay. As you think of him returning, he slowly kind of materializes the other way around of what you did. So it kind of like there is a puff of a smoke again, and then this time from being very transparent, he becomes fully formed again.
Oh, there you are.
That's awesome. How did you do that, Your Majesty?
And he kind of bows
What?
again, like three or four bows.
Wow. I just saw my friends. This is so cool. How did you do that?
I mean, I am a powerful wizard, and I think you might be Darkalus's familiar.
Yes, Cicely's.
And he starts making all these sounds that sound like different cook food, you know?
Yeah, he was like. And then he was.
And he just, and you gather that those are devil names
Hmm.
that sound like different, really weird names, like sound like, yeah, something that you wouldn't even be able to pronounce, I guess.
Well, so if you want to leave, you just let me know, and I'll let you go.
Oh no, I want to go with you. I mean, I want to meet the mighty Claudio.
Oh, I think it's a minute. One more minute, he'll be back. And I look at Lilith, like,
I can be your familia now, Your Majesty.
And he kind of bows like super exaggerated again.
it's okay. It's sure.
He's trying to get hired, eh?
Yeah.
Only if you will have me. I don't want to stay here with my bloody brothers forever. I hate them.
I mean,
They're
but
horrible.
Saphira might be able to dismiss one of them if she has the spirit of Eric in her. I don't know if that would work, but she could try it, and maybe one of them will be gone.
Saphira?
Just out of game, Sway will be.
Oh, Sway, yes.
Yeah.
Saphira.
Sorry, it's so confused.
Sway.
Yeah, no.
Yes, Sway might be able to do that tomorrow when they come back. When one of them. I guess.
Oh, that would be really good. But then they're gonna go to have fun, and then the other one is gonna be alone. You know what? I really hate them, but I think you should leave them here. This better punishment.
And he kind of smiles with this evil grin you see is like sharp fangs, you know, like when he smiles.
I mean, that might be so, but think of the people that are left here. You know, they're going to make their lives a misery.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I guess it's up to you. You said your name was Sway, right? I like your name. It sounds so cool.
And he kind of does this kind of sway movement. Kind of.
This is Sway Silverspear.
Oh wow, Mr.
Yeah, that's me.
Silverspear. You sound like you are you look and sound like you are a noble. Are you a noble?
I mean, of course. Of course.
He wishes.
Why are you laughing?
His real name is Walter.
Oh, Walter. Yeah, that sounds better than Caban. Cabal, sorry.
And you think of Caban, the weapon, actually. That maybe wasn't a mistake. Maybe he knows about Caban, Cabal. You think of that for a second.
You shall call me Cabal, and not by the other name.
Okay, sure, of course.
I wink at him, I think.
He kind of like just puts his mouth in his face, like his hand in his mouth, you know, like.
Who do you wish to appoint here, Rill, then, while we go away? Perhaps you, Rictavia. How are you?
I'm all good. Actually, I don't think I want to. I mean, it will be nice to come back with you to wherever you are going next. But I need to see my wife's and my son's grave. That's why I was coming here. I still haven't done that, and I have Ludmila, my horse, and my monkey. That they are Piccolo. They are still in the inn. I have to get them and stay in Darkon for a while. Make sure things are okay here. But what do you mean by appointing? I'm not sure I understand you, Cabal.
Well, if we leave here, someone has to take care or rule this place and make sure that the other imps do not get into troublesome and cause problems. And if you are appointed as the leader, the ruler of this land,
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, someone should. I mean, you want me to stay here until Strahd comes back? That sounds quite. I don't think I'm ready to. Doesn't matter what he says to you in that tome, what you read aloud. I still hate him.
I don't think he's going to be returning back anytime soon. And hopefully once we have dealt with the problems here, Rill and I, and whoever wishes to join, will come back. And hopefully, I don't know if Rill wants to stay here and rule. He can do. I don't know what Rill's plans are. What are your plans, Rill?
Well, we just go back and get the tetrahedron, the obelisk, get rid of the last wrecks.
And then what?
Then we might have to deal with the Lord of Secrets. I don't know.
After that, once you've dealt with that.
As you say the Lord of Secrets, you hear like a slithering coming from Sway's backpack, like that language from the serpent people in kind of Harry Potter,
Okay, maybe we should discuss it after we dealt with the wrecks.
Alright, but who agrees with the plan of letting Rictavia stay in here instead? Do we all agree?
Rictavio raises his hand, I guess. All right, I guess it's sure. I sounds good, but up to you guys. You are in charge here. You are the saviors of people, not me.
The people of this land already know of you, so they will respect you.
I mean, everyone knows of me. I'm a celebrity everywhere I go to. No disrespect to you. You are in different ways, but everyone knows Van Richten. I wrote thousands of tomes, and yes, but thank you, Cabal. That's very nice of you. You see him, he blushes as he kind of like says that.
Then it is settled. Lilith, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. As you say that, Lilith, you feel the magic of your spell is about to start happening. But just 1 second before you say that, Rictavio says, "Oh, actually, now that I remember, the Keepers of the Feathers were meant to be here to help us. I guess they tried to, with this weird mist, maybe they were not able to enter the castle. But they will be joining us soon as well. The Were Ravens. Remember?" They say.
Yeah.
He says, yeah. And as he says that, you start, Lilith, tell us what you've done and how it looks like and what happens as Claudio will return. But I'll let you describe. This is your thing, so please go ahead.
Okay.
How did your ritual look like and how Claudio comes back?
Well, Lilith will kind of just sit there and kneel with her hands out. And as she starts reading the scroll, she starts to illuminate in a white light. And then she kind of focuses that light between her hands, and then she'll kind of say, she'll call out Claudio's name and push the light out. As the light starts kind of getting a little bit bigger, you see Claudio's shape and form forming within it. And then he pops out.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask you. I was gonna send you a message more if you have some kind of celestial sound. That would go really amazing. However, as you see Claudio kind of appearing, you notice his form doesn't look like he used to before, and straight away you notice he looks like similar size. However, instead of looking like an imp, he looks like a golden creature now. Let me show it to you. I'll give you permission. Show to players. Let me see. Do you guys see this on the screen actually?
What is it?
Do you see anything on the screen actually?
No, just the thing, the church.
The church.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me give you permission on the document. Let's see if it's gonna work. And then if I do this, do you now see it?
Nope.
No, yeah? Damn it. Why? Okay, alright.
Is it in a handout?
Yeah, it's in a handout. Let me just copy the picture from the handout and I'll have a copy here into the computer. Yeah.
You just say
so
show
in
to
the
players, no?
Yeah, I just did.
It didn't work?
It should have. Okay. Just 1 second. It's gonna upload the picture into the screen, so I just do it like that.
Mhm.
But now you should all have his new stats as well, actually, in there. So,
He turned into
so-
Dumbo.
So yeah, that's what he looks like. He looks like a baby, kind of size, small, little elephant-like creature, elephantine creature. He's got huge, kind of like wings, the ears that look like angel wings.
Looks like
And
a
he's-
Dumbo from hell to me.
Yeah, and he looks super cute, and he's like, "Wow, hello, I'm back!" And he says that he makes this kind of swirl on the air, and as he does that, you see all these golden sparkles come out.
From
He
where?
still sounds the same on terms of his voice, but you see that he makes a sound. He goes like, and then you hear like from his trunk a weird sound comes, and all these golden sparkles. Almost when he does that, it's so loud that he almost makes you deaf for a second. Yay! Yeah. Thank you.
Do the sparkles go from his wings? Like,
They are
you know?
from his wings and from his trunk when he makes that sound.
Okay.
And just out of game, why don't you guys have a look at his stats? Because now he's a super Claudio. He's not what he used to be now. He's much better now.
Yes.
So you all have permission to it. He can actually, I'll tell you the best thing that he can do. He can just heal once a day now.
Oh crap.
Yeah. He's changed his abilities. He still has his wild shape change, but he has different abilities now. He still has his task instead of the stinger now. His new thing is called Purging Fire instead of Hellfire now, and it's radiant damage, very similar. But he can blow his trumpet 3 times a day, and when he does that, different things happen. One of them is like a thunder or lightning damage in a cone, and the other one is radiant damage on a cone. But the really good thing is that the evil creatures have disadvantage on that saving throw, and good creatures in the cone take no damage. So he could actually blow the trumpet of sparkles all over you, and the evil creature will take radiant damage, but you won't take any damage at all. Then he can cast a lot of spells as well now, including heal.
Guess we don't need Rill anymore. We got a better spellcaster.
Sure, he can do all the jobs. I'll just follow behind.
Yeah, thank you for bringing me back, mistress. I was so worried, but it was different this time. Can you believe it? When I didn't go down there anymore. Now I was like flying on the Mount Celestial with all the Pegasus and the angels. It was amazing. It was so beautiful. and everyone welcomed me, and it was like, wow. I mean, it was as good experience as when you saved me from that horrible woman.
At first, I thought I doubt what this creature was, but he's talks a lot like Claudio, so I guess
Yeah,
it's
it's still me. I'm sorry. I look so ugly. I hate myself. Look at these fucking wings. That's how I used to look, but don't worry, I lose weight. It's just I haven't been able to eat yet, but can I grab an apple?
And he goes straight to your backpack, Lilith, to smell, to look for an apple.
Sure.
Oh, thank you. Oh, they're still good. How do you do it? It's like a fridge there.
And he kind of like,
You putting them in your fridge compartment. I know you are.
I imagine like in Lilith's back, kind of next to the backpack, there is like a little mini fridge that she's actually keeping the fruit there instead of in the backpack. Up to you, Neil, obviously.
No problem. Skeevers, you wanted to talk to Claudio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Claudio, you are so handsome.
Skeevers will say. Claudio, you see Claudio goes red straight away, you know?
Oh, thank you. You are blue. That's cool.
And they kind of have this moment where they both start kind of like talking and hanging out in a corner, you know? Like you see them that after a few minutes they get quite close, like in a unusual way. Like they seem to fancy each other. Like you see their body language, you know? Like Skeevers is reacting very weirdly to Claudio, like a very sycophantic kind of like a groupie way, and Claudio is like all boasting himself and telling him about all the cool things that you did and about Karzus, and that goes on so on the side.
Cool. Did you want to follow the same path as Claudio and join Karzus?
That would be really good. I mean, I've never really followed God, but that's what I was hoping. I mean, I've heard of the might of Karzus. There is two of them, right? Like I heard I heard really bad stuff. There is two Karzus. There is a good Karzus and a bad Karzus. And the bad Karzus requires sacrifices from people, and he has these black obsidian churches everywhere. And he never shows his true form, and then there is the good Karzus, that is the one that you guys worship, that but it's very confusing because no one knows who is what.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Right.
Oh. The Skeevers look at you aghast.
Wow.
Sure. If you're certain this is what you want to do, then we can talk more about it as we continue the journey.
So, Your Majesty, can I be your familiar now? You'll say to Uriel.
Well, I guess. I mean, I have so many, but sure, you can. You know.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
And he kind of bows again.
But as you can see, sometimes people die, so it's up to you if you want to join us. You know.
I mean, I'm okay. It'll be an honor to die fighting alongside you. You saved so many people. Everyone knows of the stories of the things that you've done. And now this one, it can't get any better. Look at the castle. The castle is fixed itself. It's been broken for, it hasn't been that long. It's been a few months, but you know.
Yeah. Well,
that would be an honor.
And he kind of he's got a little backpack similar to Claudio's, you know, like a baby backpack, you know, and from the baby backpack, he gets this manacle out and he says,
okay, you can bow me now, okay?
And he kind of bows in front of you, and you, as he does that, you notice that on top of his tattoos, because his tattoos with tattoos are spells, actually wordings all on himself. You know, his skin is full of tattoos, like almost like cuts. But you see he's got like slashes on his back as well, like he's been whipped by Asalim perhaps, and he's got like marks like he had these manacles on all the time at some point.
Yeah, you can put the manacles on.
What? No, I don't.
On
do
me,
that.
I mean. No,
What? No.
but you're not gonna beat me up and all that?
No. What?
Why
I
would
thought that
you?
was the normal thing. I don't know. I've never been anyone else familiar, only Asalins. He used to do that every day.
Yeah, no. Asalin's got problems. We'll have to talk to him and.
I'm just
kill
kind
him
of
eventually.
I'm just imagining the situation. I'm sorry, this sounds very very weird, but yeah, I just imagine Asalin Rex in a leather room with a whip and the put imps. That's horrible. But yeah,
No.
just
No,
roll us that not consent to whipping imps. Actually, I just have to clarify that, or whipping anyone or slavery at all. But yeah.
Okay, sure, thank you. That's
He puts the manacles back on his backpack again. And out of game, you guys are starting to feel quite tired now. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning now. And you've been awake for 13 hours now. So in games mechanics, if you want, you could either take a long rest here, or you could go out of the castle and take a long rest outside. It seems to be sunny. You see from the window of this chapel now, you see like a beautiful sun and blue sky outside. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good premise to be going out and sleeping on the sun on a sunny day. Perhaps we should sleep here if we're gonna have some rest.
Let's
we
chill
can go
out
back to
here.
the forest. I mean, to check on the Lord of the Forest.
Oh,
The
indeed.
forest, you remember the
Forest
forest masters and the Chewingas and your Juggernaut are allegedly outside. You saw them winning the fight, kind of,
I
even
think
though
we
a
should-
few Chewinga died.
I think we should track back and see if our allies are still okay, and eventually make our way back to Barovia. So let's go outside, see if the master is there, find a safe place to rest, and then hopefully tomorrow, if things are still okay, return to Barovia, see what the situation is there, and then go from there. Is everyone able to walk?
Yeah, but how we wanna sleep? There's so much sun outside.
It's easy. You close your eyes.
I can make a tiny hut.
Okay, I knew you have some solution to this.
Mhm.
Even though I no
the-
longer sleep.
I was
you know.
taking already the blackout material from my bag of holding to put it on the church windows,
I'll make it nice and dark
but I
inside
put it
for
back.
I mean, I could just knock you out, Sway, if you want me to.
Was I supposed to laugh? Let's go.
No, I'm serious. Come on.
Everybody's like laughing, like really, like ha 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 ha. Is he really?
All right. As you are about to come out, Van Richten will come out with you as well. He'll say, "All right, let's go. I'll hang out with you until you go, and then hopefully by then the keepers of the feathers will be joining. Damn them! They really letting me down. They're really embarrassing me now. You know, like he says that." And Skivers will say, "Okay, I'll go and speak to Eb. I want to make sure she's gonna be all right, and I'll inform her of what's gonna be happening. I don't know, like now her and her sister maybe they wanna hang around, and I'll tell them not to kill anyone on the way or anything like that as well. But I'll meet you outside. You wanna come with me, Claudio?" He kind of says to Claudio like all this weird dimmy way. And Claudio said, "Sure, why not?" And you see them kind of both going together, flying off together into the castle stairs. "I'll tell you where to go." And then because the castle is now formed, so you got stairs and different things everywhere. It's like a beautiful castle. Actually, not as huge, not as big as Ravenloft, but still pretty majestic, you know, and well decorated, much better kept than Castle Ravenloft. And I assume you all start finding your way. Skivers will make sure that he gives you directions of how to leave, you know, and you start descending through all these different beautiful stairs with red carpets and decorations. You see pictures everywhere, like nice things like chandeliers, candle holders, like beautiful place, you know. And slowly you get to the very front of the castle with a huge hallway, and then you open the doors and it feels like the sun is so strong, like it hits you as you exit, and all of you think, oh shit, there is no sunglasses really that you have on you today. Van Richten put his little red sunglasses on, like red tinted glass sunglasses straight away. I think Sway had one actually at some point.
I had what?
You had your sunglasses, your night goggles. So
No,
so
it was
you,
the
I
night
guess,
vision goggles, yeah.
yeah, they will help you. It's very, very sunny, the strong sun. And as you exit, there is a garden, similar structure. Like you see, there is a garden courtyard, and then there is the walls. So do you want to rest on site this structure, or you want to actually come out into the forest?
Yeah, let's go to the forest and check on the forest master.
Right. And so you continue walking and walking for a bit, past all these hedges, beautiful shaped, different animals and things like that. It seems like the garden is really well kept. Lots of beautiful flowers, Safira. If you're back, it's a beautiful place, you know, like a very fragrant, different roses and all flowers of all types and forms, exotic and stuff. And then you exit. And as you do, you see there is like no one. Just beautiful forest. After a few seconds, you hear like a boom, like big steps on the floor, and you gather that's probably your Juggernaut friend approaching. And minutes later, you see it. His majestic, huge, kind of like Juggernaut thing, like a stone creature, huge in size, with this cannon instead of a hand in one of the sides, all these chains as well. And he seems to be well polished now after Lilith mend him and stuff. He looks much better after Lilith help them, whatever. And he kind of approaches and he says, "Hello, how are you?" with a different voice than the one before. Once more.
Hey, you finally made it.
I see everything went okay. It looks... The castle fixed himself, so you must have finished already. Well done. There is no star as well. He kind of keeps looking around.
Thank you. Took a bit of effort, but yeah, we managed.
You all look
Of course.
fantastic.
Well, we're a bit tired, but yeah, thank you.
I don't have any beautiful picture prepared, so I just put display the Darkon map, if it's okay. However, there is no mist anymore, even though you don't know because it's daytime. But the Darkon itself has been cleared fully from the mist. So now you will be able to see the whole map without mist, in theory. And you, Safira, are you back, actually?
Yep, I am.
You think to yourself that it's very likely if you wanted to speak to the Forest Master, you will have to shout his name aloud again, like you did before.
Oh, okay. I will shout his name.
Yeah, so you shout Forest Master.
Forest
because that's yeah. And a few minutes passes, and then you hear like a whinny like from the distance and galloping, and then you see the majestic structure and shape once more of this beautiful unicorn-like creature. On top of his back, there is a bunch of chewingas as well there, like little face spirits. And he comes your way. Hello, you all! And then you see, I'll show him there again. So that's what you see, the little chewingas on top of him, and then the unicorn. He kind of like bows. Well done, you save everything, I see. Everything looks majestic now. Well done.
Thank you. And thank you for all your help.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I was not aware you were the outsiders. You should have told me that.
What, how did you manage to deal with the creatures?
Well, it was all up to them. You see the little chewingas. Actually, now you realize that there is all of them. You remember that quite a few of them, you saw them dying while you were jumping, or a few of you saw them dying. But you see that they all return. It seems like being face spirits, you will imagine as well that they don't probably die. It's almost like they keep coming back. And you see in there all of them. You see Cilantro, you see, well, I'm checking the names here. They're all here. 1 second. Please tell me I didn't delete. Yes, okay. You see there Libaria and Exilian, Lario, Zorgad, Romil, Numerian, Tuliana, and Cilantro, all of them on top of him. And they kind of, they have faceless masks, but one of them take off the mask. And you see kind of like a black little tiny eyes and a green, like almost like a toy kind of looking, and it smiles, and he puts the mask back on straight away, all shy. And they all do this pose. Well, they look little, but they are really strong and powerful. So am I. Just because I'm a horse, even I'm a unicorn, I am powerful too. But outsiders, it's been an honor to fight alongside you.
I thought the chewingas were going to take off the mask and then they were going to have another mask underneath that.
I mean, sure. You see they take one mask and they have another mask with a smile on it. I love that even more. And then they all put it back, yeah. That's even better, actually. Yep. Yeah, they take for a second, another one takes the mask off, and you see a different face mask as well, also with a smile.
They don't have faces?
They do it somewhere inside, but I like the idea of, I think that's really cool, actually, yeah. I will imagine them have like a face like the Star Wars kind of creatures that take the things, the parts, you know, like those red ones with the red eyes, you know, the kind of horrible little things that collect the scavenger ones.
Okay.
You never really see the faces, but somewhere probably they have like a face, I guess. I'm not actually sure.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, they all start making all these different noises and stuff. And what do you guys do? The unicorn kind of keeps talking there for a while and kind of like enjoys your company. Do you want to ask him anything else, or should we just move on to you making your tiny hat if you want?
Yeah, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to just be resting for a while. We are really tired.
We will make sure we'll keep guard, watch for you. But I haven't seen any creatures. All the evil has been banished too. I don't see anything menacing anymore. All the undead seemed to have disappeared. There was still a few this morning around, and they turned into ash and vanished as the castle started forming itself on that horrible star. This turned into that weird, how I saw it, that pink tubular thing with 9 tubes and pink in color, and then it just flew away. That was your doing, I guess, right? He sounds like Saul a little bit, yeah.
Yes, and I mean, we're waiting for the Guardians of the Feathers. They might be coming, but Otherwise, we just get to rest.
What are the keepers of the guardians of the feathers? Who are that? What is that?
I just look at Rectavio. They're friends. They turn into ravens, and
Oh, really? Oh, you should have told me before. I just almost fight with this murder of ravens. They were very coming this thousands, hundreds of them coming this direction. I blasted my cone towards them. And you see my Rictavio going like, oh no.
well, they're allies. If you could maybe don't do that again, would be amazing.
Oh, I think I missed, do not worry, but they were quite spooked, and I saw them going all around, so they should be... And as this conversation is taking place, you see all this kind of like kindness of crows, is that how it's called actually? I think it's a murder of raven and kindness of crows, no? I think. Something like that. So yeah, you see all these different ravens start appearing and start changing shape. You don't recognize any of them. They are Darkonian were ravens who you haven't met, but they all seem to greet Van Richten, and they all look Vistani kind of looking. They all bow to you as well and start all surrounding Van Richten and kind of shaking hands, you know, like they all hugging, you know, like all. It takes like quite a while until they eventually, one of them approaches you as well.
Look at you, Master Van Richten. What a hero. Everyone bows to you.
Oh, well,
True ruler.
I am no. It's not about that. Everyone knows me. That's all. But one of the where ravens approaches you, they still have this kind of bad Scottish accent, like my one. So it says, "Oh, are you alright, guys? Sorry, we couldn't make it before. That the miss we tried to get into the castle, but it was not possible. It was really difficult. I see you achieved destroying the star, so thanks to all of you." And they all start getting close. Oh, this is the outsiders, and they kind of like start monologuing and talking to you, shaking your hands. There is some of them younger than others. Even like one of them is like almost a kid, like a 14-year-old or something like that. All have weapons, swords, and different long bows and short bows and different things like that. And eventually a party starts forming around you before you are even aware. One of them starts getting the loot, one of them starts singing, and then alcohol is just appearing out of nowhere, you know, food, and it becomes like a picnic kind of around you, pretty much. Wines have been given to you. And that goes on until you tell them to shut up and go somewhere else or join the party. Your choice.
While this is happening, I just whisper to Real's ear, Real, did you just do the hat like you promised?
Okay. I mean, I don't remember promising. I just mentioned it in passing, but sure. Let me go to that corner over there.
What? You are calling me liar?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to go to the corner. I'm going to do the thing. And I'll take 10 minutes and I'll do the Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay, yeah. As you start materializing the huts, you notice that some of the chewingas are kind of falling. They are drinking as well. The unicorn is telling tales. All these kind of like were ravens have gathered around, and the unicorn is on one. Like you see, he's got like red kind of like cheeks to the side of the face. You know, like he's drinking heavily as well, and his voice is getting louder and louder and louder. You know, it just sounds like, oh my god, this is too much. You know, and I guess all of you go on the tiny hut. How does your hut looks like? It is cool.
It's normal. It's just a dome, and this time it's going to be like green colored on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But just like grass colored. So from above you will just almost not see it because it's on the grass.
All right.
And yeah, just
fantastic.
enough. It's comfortable inside. It's very quiet. So, you know, the sounds are muffled from outside.
Okay, amazing. Any of you who are drinking as well, you can all make Constitution saving throws if you want, or just don't, and you can just pass out inside the tiny hut. Either way, I'm happy with.
I mean,
Oh.
we're still immune to poison, so we cannot get drunk.
Oh, yeah, that's a point. Yep, I guess all of you are like overindulging until you start realizing that it's not working.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was very tired. I'm smashed now. I rolled 10 Constitution save.
yeah. It's kind of like you guys really smash, and then in the moment you're smashed, like straight away you are completely sober again, because then you realize with the Hero's Fist you're immune to poison, but it kind of seems to be working in the beginning for a little bit.
Oh man, what happened? I was.
You think it's cheap alcohol, maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna give stink eye to those ravens.
Yeah, it's like a music. Yeah, to be yeah, we lads, and they're like cheering, and beer and wine is spilled everywhere. And yeah, all of you can finally take a long rest. If you have anything to discuss inside the shed, we'll move to that. Otherwise, we'll move to the nighttime as you wake up. Leave it to you to decide.
Well, I want to identify the dagger
Okay.
that we found
All right.
while they are asleep, because I need less sleep. So
Yeah, you actually feel that with your new crown as well, you feel more undead than ever before. Somehow. And you are aware of the things that you saw the message has sent you,
Yeah.
so it has quite a few things that it can do. And you could even bring back some zombies from around if you were to. Well.
Can we see those crowns or not?
You see that Real is wearing the same looking crown, but now half of it is like a gold, like it was before, gold with the purple sapphire on it. But now there is a second gem on it. Now there is an emerald, green emerald, and half of the crown is silver, and the other half is like a gold, like aged gold.
Oh man,
That was the original one,
Real,
and now it's got two gems.
I thought you had style, but this is just starting to look ridiculous. You have like a crown stuck on top of each other. Are you serious?
It's the one
there's-
same
it's
crown.
just one.
It's just split in half. Yeah, imagine like it's a one crown, but then there is two halves. And one of the
Okay.
half is silver. One of the each of them have a gem. You know, like a beauty. It looks pretty cool, actually.
you want to sleep or
as-
not? I'm going to say.
Yeah. Lilith, look at you. Eventually, the skivers and Claudio come in, but it takes them like more than an hour or something. You start to think what they've been doing, and they both look kind of like very close to each other, too close to each other to just be friends somehow.
Mistress,
Go on.
I'm just going to ask, do you want to stay around, or do you want me to dismiss you and bring you back in the evening?
no, please don't dismiss me. I'm really enjoying. Claudia said, yeah, don't dismiss him. We are okay. I mean, dismiss them.
And you kind of all know that even though Claudio identifies himself as a male name, imps are actually genderless. So you don't know how they work, but there seems to be a strong connection between these two, and they seem to be very happy enjoying each other's company for sure. Safira, you were going to say something as well. Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask if anyone wanted the Manual of Bodily Health. I mean, I already had the Tome of Understanding. Feels very selfish for me to take that as well.
So what does it do?
Increases your constitution by 2 after you read it.
Wow. That's cool.
So I think I'm okay for that if anyone wants it.
Whose constitution is the shittest?
Mine is +3. I don't know what the others.
Mine's +2? Oh my god.
Wow.
You see, now we know why you always going down. Eh? Being a barbarian, or not a barbarian, but like a...
Yeah, I got +1.
See?
Actually,
There you go.
yeah, it's true. I think Real should be the one to get it because he's always exhausted. Jesus. It's like,
I mean, Cabal's like front line, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you want it?
I should have it. Yeah. Give it to Walter.
I'll look at real.
Yeah, Bloodwick has a +4 constitution, so I think he's okay, actually, for sure. Even though Sway has more hit points than him, I don't know how that happens, but yeah.
No, because I took the feat.
Yeah, you took the feat,
Which
actually. Yeah,
gives me
tough.
like a
Yeah,
lot of hit
it's true.
points. They're tough. So
Yeah, and whoever takes it, I think, if I'm correct, you get the hit points extra from your level as well, right? So you will get
Yeah.
an extra 18 hit points straight away, no? And then even more, no? But 18 plus your con for each, right? So it will be 36 extra, no? Straight away.
Just
Just
18.
18, yeah?
Just
Okay,
18.
okay. Oh,
All
cool.
right. I'll start. Be like.
Yeah, you need to read it for like a week.
Yeah, we can do it because now it's gonna be a lot of downtime. So I'll let you know when a week passes if you're okay with ammo, and then you can increase then your con. By the
What
time
do you mean? There's a time limit? I have to read it within a week?
I
Within
think once
No,
you
no, no.
start, once you start reading it, you have to read it within 6 days. I think.
My god, I haven't done this much reading since I was
It's high school, yeah. I'll make a note here.
The words look a little blurry. I might need some glasses, perhaps.
Maybe you should read it after you like a rest, because right now it's very dark in here, and it's not the best for reading, and you're very tired.
Was that a joke? It's very dark in here because we're in Darkon?
No, it's very dark in here because I made it dark inside the hut,
Why would you do that?
so people can sleep.
Yeah, he's
Why-
fine.
Why are you
Claudio
talking?
says.
Why are you not letting other people sleep?
yes,
Oh.
I could ask you the same. Can you just shut up, please?
All right. I'll start reading the book.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Once start reading, just go to sleep.
I'll read like one page. I'll read one page and then go to sleep.
Falls
And then just-
asleep. He was asleep.
Yeah. You get your glasses out, like slowly, and then, like after like a few minutes, it's just out, As you identify the dagger, I put the stats there for you, actually, for all of you. So it's a very rare dagger, +3. It's dex base. If you are the one using it real, what is your dex, actually?
+3.
Yeah, so it will be your dex to hit. It does 4d6 psychic damage on a hit. Also, you can throw it and it returns to the user's hand. Also, twice per day, you can cast one each, sending or detect thoughts while holding the dagger. You can do either 2 sendies or 2 detect thoughts, whichever way you want, but it's a total of 2 spells you can cast out of those 2 spells that are available. It requires attunement, however, it doesn't use a spell slot, attunement slot, but you still need to attune to it. And it's a mind fang dagger, that's how it's called. It's a very powerful dagger, type of dagger.
Interesting.
Do I recognize the creature that's on the...
I will say you can make a Arcana check at advantage because they are not that rare.
Well, I'm exhausted, so it's just normal. Unless I do it when I wake up, but it's at 21.
Yeah, you recognize it being an illicit. Yeah, mind flare. Yeah, it's a mind flare looking crossguard and hilt, and then the pommel as well. So it's got like the whole kind of like the pommel is the head, and then the eyes there, and then the tentacles go and turn into the crossguard. Yeah.
Guess I'll put it in my pocket and go to sleep.
It's gonna shank someone.
No, maybe when I wake up in 4 hours.
All right. Yeah. Is anyone else, Lilith? Is it anything you or Bloodwick will do during the rest or before the rest? You don't really rest. You can go on sentries mode. Claudio is there with you, and Skivers as well. They are both kind of seem to be very preoccupied talking to each other, but they all hang around next to you. You know, Claudio keeps saying, "Yeah, this is my mistress," you know, like talking about you in a very nice way, like next to you, but also with Skivers, like involving you on the whole thing. She doesn't really sleep, you know, so they both like you got one imp in each ear, kind of whispering,
Yeah.
and them kind of on top of you in a nice way, you know, like hanging around.
I will cast silence on myself.
That's super Lilith. I imagine just all of a sudden they both look at each other like, you know, they keep talking, but there is no sound coming out. Amazing. And then Claudio goes like, shrug his shoulders, like, that's my mistress, you know. Yeah, you can see it on his lips. And they kind of move to another corner, you know. Amazing. And as this is happening and you all taking a rest, maybe we should take a little short rest ourselves too. So don't go anywhere. We will be back on 10 as the outsiders will be getting ready to leave on the way to Barovia, if that's what you're doing, I assume. Cool. Thanks for watching, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you soon. Right, and we are back. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching. I hope you are enjoying the show as much as we are enjoying to being here and playing. And yeah, it's very exciting, also positive. It's so scary, right? It just feels so not Barovia, but yeah, that's what it is. You guys won D&D. Well done. Okay. So we cut off to ask the night rest. You can all roll hit die and do all the mechanical things that you guys do out of thingy, so you can take a long rest. If you want, you could just hang around for a bit longer and then normalize yourselves eventually once you get to Barovia. So for now, it will be nighttime. As you wake up, you see a beautiful starry sky. There is no golden star there. There is no shroud. There is no mist. There is no cold blue mist anywhere or green mist anywhere or zombies. And you gather that, yeah, that's gone, really. At least from here.
Are you saying we destroy the spirit of Barovia?
Wow. The domains of dread, they're always the domains of dread. So you hear howlings far away. So, it's always the domains of dread. But
There is also
there is
shadow in the domains of dread.
Yeah. But yeah,
But as we
everything,
wake
the
up-
party is still going though. There is still a party, Bistani singing, there is fireplaces, there's like 3 or 4 around
God.
you. Like you are in the middle of this kind of going on party. So Van Richten is still, he never came to sleep. He's still on the party. You hear Van Richten's voice like, when I went to Darkon, like he's like going on and on still, and all these people are around him still.
So we
And
go
the
back in
unicorn is
castle.
collapsed.
I can see Van Richten is on the Gaffela once again.
Yeah, his eyes are bright pink, and you see the unicorn is collapsed as well. The chewing gas, there's chewing gas kind of with the mask off, falling with another mask with a drunk face underneath the other mask falling around everywhere as well. Yeah.
So we go back into the castle and check if the other imps have returned.
Yeah, let's go.
Skewers will say,
Well, I'm happy to just leave them there. Of course they'll return. But up to you. I feel them.
But maybe, as you said, maybe Sway can send one back.
I mean, if you want to, they can be happy. They're gonna be
if
happy.
you think they're happy, they're your brothers. If you think they're happy there, then just leave them there. It's okay.
I just think at least they have each other. I'm not sure really how it works, but I feel even though they are really evil, at least if they have each other's company, I don't know. Up to you,
I
Your
feel that like
Majesty.
they put each other up to no good, right? They just like, I'm more evil than you, and then the other say, no, I'm not evil, and then they just do more evil and more evil things.
We should be
But if
asking Rictavia to see if he wants them wandering around the castle as he stays here.
I'm not sure Octavio can make up any decisions right now. Look at him. He's jumping on the table and he's
I
not
think
dancing.
I would say they should stay together. It's like eventually evil plus evil equals goodness, right?
No.
No, I don't think that's how
Whenever
it works.
what?
I don't think it works like that.
They tried to kill Claudio. They tried to stop us from getting to our goal. We should inflict punishment to them. I say send one back and leave the other one alone here.
Yeah, I don't think we can do it with the other one. The other one belongs to Asaling. But the one that belongs to
That's
Eric.
horrible. When did you become like this, Cabal?
What
Would
do you
you
mean?
want to be alone somewhere? Independently if you're good or evil? Alone for eternity?
Well, it is the lesser of the two evils. If we leave them both here, then they may get up to mischief and cause more problems, and even may kill the innocents, whoever wanders into the castle itself. If there's one less to manage. I'm not saying to kill them. I'm saying send them back to hell. Split them.
Is Vril able to send them back?
I can only send back one. The Skivers one. Because that's the one that belonged to Darklos, like it was connected to Darklos.
Yeah.
If the creature is an imp, if we banish it, should it not remain in the realm unless they are familiars? Then I guess
I don't know. I think you can send them there. Then they might be able to just come back because they are connected to this place.
so they are bound in this land instead of the hells. Potentially.
You can make a religion or arcana check if you guys want.
I will
Whoever
do that.
wants to, as you're having that conversation.
I will do it with advantage, because it is a
Mhm.
fiend.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay, tell me what you guys roll, please.
9.
9, yeah, okay.
12.
All right.
23.
31.
All right, yeah. So
Natural
you
20 for 31.
you two will know then, Cabal and Real. Cabal, you will have some unsure thoughts. You gather from the spell Banish. Normally, if the target is naive to the plane of existence you are on, you banish them to the demi-plane. So that wouldn't be the case because they are. However, them being bound to the castle, that makes that the native plane now will be Darkon. That's where you get Real. So then they will be banished for a while to the demi-plane, and then eventually they will return. Yeah, that's what you get. Normally, they will normally go to their 9 hells instead, but being this kind of, they are bound to Asalin Rex as you gather with your magic knowledge. So it wouldn't work probably. In a normal scenario, yes, it would, but not because of that.
It would not work.
Okay. And as you are discussing this, you hear flapping of wings and people screaming as you see these 2 dragons, 2 black dragons, land onto the next to the party.
It's okay. They're with us. I think you're with us.
Yeah, you see Van Richter, kind of like he falls off the table. It's okay. And then you see the 2 dragons like start approaching, like Game of Thrones style, like walking like. And you eventually, once they get close to you, they change. However, you notice each are mounted by an imp. The 2 imps are on their backs. As they turn into their human form, both of them turn into these identical twins-looking drow girls, white, long hair, both dressed in similar gossamer. One like a wedding dress, the other one more like a funerary dress, but both with these pompous, kind of like a eerie gossamer dresses. And imps disappear straight away as they notice that they're close to you. But there was enough time for you who have, guys, the highest passive perception. You guys saw the imps there for a second. So you gathered they are around on invisible form. And Eb salutes you. Oh, hi. How is it going? Oh, wow, what a party. You guys didn't invite us. That's mean.
Well, you left. We don't know where you left. You went with your sister.
Yeah, we just we were exploring around for a bit. Wow, it's so many things to do. I never knew Darkon was so beautiful. We were to Engel's End and visiting the Jago Coast and Martika Bay. It was so nice. We met a lot of people. Everyone seems to be horrified of us, but I guess it makes sense. We are dragons after all. But
maybe you should come in this form and say hi, we are good. We're not going to destroy anything. By the way, we are dragons, you know. So if you see a dragon like us, don't be scared.
Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, they start. You see that a few of the Vistani slowly start approaching as you. Do
This
all
is
of
Ev,
you
guys.
leave?
This is
Yeah.
our friend Ev. And did you choose your own name? Do you have a name now? I talked to the other one.
Yeah, she's Eva. We thought it was funny. I'm Eb. She's Eva. So
Chicanos.
nice to meet you all. Thank you for bringing me back. Again. I'm very grateful, and it's been a nice time. Thank you again. Are you guys okay? All good?
Mm-hmm. We saw that the imps were with you just now.
Oh, you see that Eva kind of looks to Eb, and Eb says,
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can
So-
see them. They're like right there. I know
Yeah,
he's invisible.
you
but-
see them with your true sight. Yep, you see them one in each shoulder still. Like they kind of like seem to be hiding behind them, even though they're invisible. In the moment you said that you can see them, they both kind of try to move, but you see the claws, they're kind of like clinging to them.
So how do you feel about them?
I mean, they are
They liked you
horrible.
before, yeah.
Yeah, they're horrible people. Get off my shoulder. And you hear like a voice. Oh, come on, don't be like that. We were just following orders. We were compelled to do it. He told us to do it. We had no choice.
Can I insight check, please? I cannot see them.
No,
Never
you
mind.
can do it at disadvantage, yeah, because you still hear the boys though. So yeah, you can go ahead. Sway, you see them. If you want to inside check Sway, you could do it as well with. Oh wow, okay, that's a fucking good inside check at disadvantage. Eh? Amazing. Natural 20 and a 20. Fuck.
Well, I can't get better than that.
I mean, you don't know what she rolled. Well, it's Sway there who is doing it, so it's up to you. If Sway doesn't care, then it's fine. I'm happy either way. Just you don't need to meta. It's a bit meta. So you will get.
believe them.
Yeah.
I got a 5. So
Give me 1 second because I'm going through my notes because I deleted that part now. Damn it, I'm so stupid. I have the answer to that question here. Let me just. Yes, here. Okay. Oh, nice. Lilith. It will be also a disadvantage, but you got a 20 as well at disadvantage. Fucking hell, you guys are so insightful. Okay, and give me 1 quick second. Here. Yeah, okay. You gather the three of you actually. Real, you believe them 100%, but the two of you, Saphira and Lilith, you hear on their voices that it sounds like it's actually true. They seem like on their voice that they're still scared, actually, even though Asalin is not anywhere near. And one of them says,
well, we can't really talk about it. We shouldn't talk about it.
The other one replies,
yeah, we cannot talk about it.
There's nothing for you to be afraid of anymore.
Well, not for now.
I mean,
not for now.
He can always hear us. He knows where we are. He can see through our eyes. He's always here. Oh no, I can't believe I just said that.
The one says, and then they both become visible, actually.
You said it. I can't believe you said it. Was he crying on us? I don't know. How will I know? Well, I don't feel dominated anymore. Well, that doesn't mean anything.
And they start kind of arguing with each other, like they're like, you're not there all of a sudden.
And then Eb says, you see, I mean, I don't really know if I believe them or not.
Maybe just take what they say with a grain of salt and just, you know, make your own mind about things, I guess.
One of them says,
Oh, look, he's there, the traitor.
and then you look
What?
to the side and you see that Skiver's one is kind of like with Claudio, kind of like hanging around there on the corner, on a tree, like on a tree branch, just kind of visible view. They're like quite close,
He's
like
not a
with a
traitor,
flower, kind of playing
he's-
with a flower together.
He's my familiar. He's not a traitor. He's with me.
Oh, we shouldn't talk about that either, but we were. I'm sorry for what we did to you. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Stop talking about it. You just keep saying we shouldn't talk about it, but you're talking about it. Damn it!
And then they start, one of them punches the other, and they start kind of like, the girls like, oh, stop it, you know, and they kind of like go in the floor into this ball, and they start like, you see scratching each other, like they're really horrible to each other. And that kind of goes unless one of you interfere.
It's gonna just sit down and start a little prayer.
As you start praying, it kind of becomes one of those moments that, you know, your prayer gets louder and louder, and then all of a sudden they both stop and look at you,
She's praying.
and they kind of seem to be hypnotized by it, you know.
Yeah, we shouldn't fight. I love your skivers 2. I love your skiver 3.
And they kind of like start kind of like hugging each other slowly.
So,
Okay, he's still yeah, I guess he wasn't a traitor. He's just, we are not strong enough. I'm sorry, guys. Apologies. Why is she continue praying?
One of them says to each other,
Oh, he's not praying to you. He's praying to her God.
and they kind of like keep talking, and said, the girl said, well, thank you for that. Now that you all know each other, yes, we will. It will be nice to see a different place, but we have so much to do in Darkon still. It will be nice if people know that we are good dragons. We can protect the people from different threats and stuff. I would like that. Will you, Eb? Eb kind of nods too.
sorry, Cisco, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Blessing of the martyr. Where it says during the rest, you can spend a number of hit dice equal to the number of creatures that you can grant this blessing to, but lasting for 10 minutes without requiring concentration. Is that 10 minutes from the moment that I finish doing the prayer, or is it 10 minutes at any point that they want to use it?
I think it says, if you keep going down, it says you yourself can choose when to activate it for everyone. You know, so then you do the prayer, you use the hit die, and then whenever you decide, then that will be the 10 minutes start. You know,
Awesome.
and then it will be one hit die for each creature you do with the blessing to.
Yep.
So if you want to do for everyone, it will be, including you, it will be 6 hit die, and then if you want to include the psychics and imps and all that, then it will be, you know, so however it scales, but you decide when it starts, you know, for everyone.
So I'll do that for everyone excluding the sidekicks,
Okay.
and then I'll carry on praying to do the prayer of resistance.
Yeah. You choose which one would you like to
Fire.
choose. Fire. Okay, amazing. So the blessing lasts for 24 hours until you take the next long rest. So then if you have a fight, you could activate it whenever you want, and the resistance the same, you know? So it will be until... Awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
And you see, as you do that, does it look any different than any normal prayer that you do?
What she will do is she will, as she prays, she will kind of grab some dirt from the ground, and then a flower kind of grows from it. And as it does, she will kind of spin the flower in her hand by the stem, and you see the petals just fly out to Cabal, Saphira, Sway, Rill, and myself. And
That's
just kind of
amazing.
land
Yeah.
on top of the head and just kind of dissipate.
All right. And as you do that, you all feel it. There is some kind of blessing as this flower touches you. You know you could eventually be blessed whenever Lilith decides to. Mhm. The imps kind of like stare while this is happening, you know, as
What
well,
have you?
in
What
admiration.
What have you given us?
A
Bless?
little something that might help if you are in need of it.
Very well. Is this something that it is on all the time? Are you passively preying on us, or is this something that we must activate?
I need to activate it.
Very well. Are you expecting more danger?
Better safe than sorry.
Agreed. Well, should we be going?
Yeah. I think it's time to roll out.
Yeah, so I just display how Eb looks in her hue, in her dragon form, you know, I can make it big there for a second. And yeah, you see, but now they're on the human form. So yeah, as the party continues for a while, and you kind of sneak your way, I assume you speak to Van Richten for a while. Van Richten is quite cordial, still he's super drunk, you know. But he just, yeah, of course, I'll do everything, you know, like it's like one of those scenarios that, you know, that he agrees with everything you say, and
To get on with whatever conversation and party still. Yeah?
yeah, the White Ravens greet you goodbye as well, bid you goodbye, I mean, and yeah, and all of you leave. With your menagerie of sidekicks, you have your Claudio and Skivers. You also have the Juggernaut that you notice he starts to follow you. The Unicorn, the Forest Master, and the Chewingas, they are half unconscious. The Forest Master wakes up enough to say, "Thank you, goodbye," and he kind of collapses again. The same with a couple of the Chewingas. And
The unicorn was gonna say something, but then he just vomits instead. Yeah.
oh no. But yeah, you. What is your plan? Actually, you guys know Cabal. You feel the mist is kind of like an hour away, roughly walking. So if you have means to travel faster, otherwise you'll have to walk for a little bit to get to the border. You will have to pass the dark road, the ascent. Yeah,
We are
and then it's
not
just
in a
there.
rush, are we? We could just make our way to the mist. I believe I can feel it. Perhaps an hour away.
Okay.
This direction. Alright. Then gather your things. Let's go.
Oh, just give me 10 minutes. I'll be just a second. And I'll do my Phantom Steed so I don't have to walk.
Oh, nice. How does your Phantom Steed looks like?
Just like a horse. Just a normal, got
All
black
right.
horse. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice saddle.
Yeah. Normally, sometimes it looks a bit too ghostly and skeletal, but on this instant, perhaps because due to your positive energy that you are bringing into the land. It seems to look like it normally looks like.
Yeah. And the saddle's got like the royal crown of Darkon.
Mhm.
So it's a royal horse.
Oh, nice. Yeah, beautiful. The rest of you are walking next to this majestic horse that will just materialize. You see the Kivers goes with you on your shoulder if you allow him,
Yeah, of
and
course.
you see that Claudio kind of goes back to you, Lilith, for a little while as you are walking and stuff. And it's a pleasant night walk, like you after a little bit you arrive to the border of the mist, and you keep feeling the mist getting closer and closer to you, Cabal. And until you are right there. And as you arrive to the mist, Cabal, if you will describe to us how you will travel through it, if that's cool with you.
As always, make sure you are close to each other, holding each other's hand or shoulder. Do not be strayed by the words that you hear. Things have changed now, and we do not know what other presence may have found their way into the mist itself. It is dangerous. You may get lost for eternity. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
All right.
You see Cabal
Okay.
extend his fingers towards the mist itself and just gently just touch against it before it begins to kind of slowly part a little bit. And it's not even enough for his kind of body width. He has to kind of sideways kind of step into it as well. And as he starts moving forward, it slowly starts centering. And it seems like it's a very slow entry into the thing, but before you know it, just everything around you is just mist. And we continue following, well, you guys continue following my guidance, whoever's holding my shoulder or my hand, and I take them through it until we reach the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You feel that the Thomas Strahd on you, Cabal, kind of like shakes and vibrates, and its power is kind of materializing as you are thinking of Barovia using that, and all of you are transported through this mist. It's a very unusual sensation. Doesn't matter how many times you do that, and eventually. On the mist, you see like a mirage of far in the distance. You see Castle Ravenloft, and you keep hearing all these eerie voices, and you even see some ghosts lost around, spirits and souls, like screams, and nothing that you haven't experienced before. Until before you notice, you are back on the walls of Barovia, where you first enter this ominous structure, like with two statues, one of them with a missing head fallen on the side, and the gates of the entrance of Barovia itself. You see the same forest you once entered from, with the bleeding trees that you even notice the marks as you put them yourself there when you first came into the mists of Ravenloft. And ominously, much higher in this mount, you see Castle Ravenloft peaking. It's nighttime. The sky is full of stars. And you don't see a golden star there, neither.
Ugh, we're
Oh,
here.
this looks like a new place. It's hard to even recognize it.
I wonder. I'm going to look to the distance to see if I can still see Castle Ravenloft. And has it got like trees, or how it was before with trees growing through it and stuff like that?
As you look at it, it still looks similar to how it was before, with trees and vegetation growing on it. But it looks like it's had a good cleanup, like it looks much better. The trees itself seem to have been well looked after somehow. And you think to yourself, let me just align this picture on the stream. You think to yourself that someone has actually spent time to actually look after this castle itself.
How long have we been gone?
You can make a survival check if you want to roughly ascertain that. Based on the plants and vegetation and the growth, I guess that will be the way to work.
Yeah, it must be like
Bloodwick will have advantage if he does it because he's this captain. I can't remember how it's called, the thing that he's got like navigators tools. I think he has or something like that, navigation tools. So he's much better at reading the stars and things like that. So that will be what you're looking at too, how much the stars have moved, on the time that you've been away.
Yeah, I'm sure we must have been away like at least 23 to 27
Whoa!
days.
Yeah, you see? Bloodwick will... The rest of you, actually, all of you are unsure. Except Bloodwick, who will say, don't you see? Look, that's moved so much. We've been away quite a while. I think it's been 6 months, to be exact. Today.
What?
What?
Yes, it's been 6 months since we were last here. He will confirm and say it again.
Well, I guess when we traveled the Mists, there was a time, a chance that time was going to do that.
I think at this point, all your characters will be aware that time works completely randomly in the Mist.
Yeah.
Even though so many times you try to figure out like how long it doesn't. When you went to Aura, you kind of thought, okay, we kind of know how long it's been. Then you came back and it's been like, it's just completely random. So time is non-linear on the Domains of Dread. So you're all aware of that. So it could be any time, every time you come in and out from domain to domain as well.
Okay, we're back. What do you want to do here?
I can't wait to go and see my father, but like, are we closer to the castle or to my father? I mean, like, if it's like if the castle is along the way from where we are, then we should just
Is your father back in Balaki?
I'm really looking forward to go and see my father.
Did he go back to Balaki or he stayed in Kretz?
Oh, actually, it's true. Where is he? Is he?
You will know that the
where
last
was he?
last thing he's told you is that he was going back to Balaki.
Okay.
Okay, so
You guys will have entered through the old Svalich road. So you will have entered from here. I don't know if you can see that pin. You kind of like pass the village. You pass the village of Barovia itself. So you could have taken the quicker route and go through the Svalich woods if you are going towards Castle Revelov. Otherwise, you could go through the village of Barovia if you want to see Ismark Koljanovic, who is the Burgomaster, Irina's brother. He's there, but it's up to you. You don't have to. If you want to make it quicker, you could go straight to Revelov. You know that in Revelov you have the braziers that you can travel to whatever location. Otherwise, if you want to walk it will be a few days to get to Balaki.
Yeah, in that case, we should just...
Because the miles don't correspond very well. So.
We should stop in a castle then.
I have transport via plants if we want to get there quicker.
Okay, yeah, so you can actually go all the way there straight away if you wanted to.
Yeah, why are we not doing this?
Depends if anyone else wants to stop somewhere.
Do we have anything else to do anywhere else?
I mean, we have the bones of Exosander. Are we taking them to the Amber Temple, or what are we doing with it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. That would be the best.
Let us go see Sway's father first. And then from there, we'll move to the Ember Temple. And then return to the village of Barovia. Before we've...
Obviously, we cannot
dreadful
forget
place
to...
once and for all.
forget to visit the orphanage before we leave.
That too. And perhaps we should go and see the abbot. Just because
You know,
he was influenced by the book. We just need to just to see how our allies are doing. So we can ease and know that we can leave this place as it is.
Wise words, Cabal. Wise words.
And even when we leave, we must remember that we have lost many on the way through this all. Many have died. Some have managed to escape. All because of this one tyrant, who will in time return. But we must make a pact that when he does return, and if he does go back to his dreadful tyranny ways, we come back and end him again. And this time, we find a way for good.
Should we do a blood pact?
I don't think I want to do that with you. You might take my soul or something. No. We can if you wish. I can do a ritual later, before we leave. But I'm looking forward to getting back and going home and hoping that things haven't changed much. I know that time has been messing around with us. So let's hope when we do return, not much has probably changed. And whatever we fixed here is fixed everywhere, including your world, Lilith. I hope
I hope so as well.
What did they call themselves? The Saviors?
The Saviors.
I hope they survive whatever we left them with. I'm sure they did. They seem quite capable.
Yeah. Right. Should we get going to where we need to be?
So you saw the art in there. I don't know if you guys saw it. That's the statues with the falling wall that I was referring to. It's on there on the stream as well. So if you want to take that off more, make it huge make it big for a second, because you cannot really see on the screen on the stream. You wanna just amplify. I don't know why it doesn't amplify when I click it. I should in Jason's game it does. You know, like the hangout with the picture there that I put there, but you didn't see it properly. I don't know why. But yeah, Safira, now that you know that you could at any time kind of travel through the trees, please describe to us how you want to do it when you actually travel through the trees. You will
What
be
is our
passing.
destination?
So I assume you're going to Castle Ravenloft first. That will be the easiest way. From there, you could travel through the Brazier. Or if you want, you could just skip Castle Ravenloft, and in Ravenloft you have a Scratch and Esse. Escher, who are your friends as well. So you might want to just touch base with them first and then travel through the bracer. That will be probably the easiest way if you're going to be going to different places. Then from Ravenloft, you could decide where to go, and then you could use your transport via plans and the brazier back and forwards, you know?
I mean,
I mean,
can only
Sway
do it
wants to... Yes, Sway wants to go to Balaki. Then Cabal to Kresk. Real to the Amber Temple. So you already have 3 places there. And I guess Ravenloft will make sense to go first. But that's up to you. From
because you said from
Ravenloft,
there is the place where we can
Yeah.
fast travel, kind of, no? There is
Yeah,
like the...
from Ravenloft you can fast
least.
travel to any location. So you... And what is spell level is Tramples via Plans. You can do it a few times, Safira, right? You have a few spell slots.
No, it's 6th level.
Oh, you can cast it at 7 levels if you want, or you have up to 8 level spells, right? Or 9?
I don't think I can.
Yeah, of course you
Yeah,
can. You can always cast any spell, upcast any spell as long as...
Really?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that.
Oh no.
Nothing extra might happen if it's not upcastable, but it will still work.
Yeah. As long as the spell over, so if you have a 6 level spell, you can use a 7 level slot. And
Over 100 sessions later.
Right?
Come on. Well, I'll take that. That's all our faults. We should all be kind of responsible for this. Damn it. Well, but
I don't understand.
Wow. Okay.
So, for example, if you had, like what you just said, a level 6 spell, you can actually cast it at level 7 or level 8 or level 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of them will do extra things at higher levels, some of them will not.
Yeah. So if you wanted to do detect magic at level 9, you can.
I don't really understand what you guys talking about, but I was just thinking, I would suggest that we should, if we can fast travel, we should do it to go to the place which is furthest from, so we save some time. Which one is farthest? Is the Amber Temple or?
I think between both, Kresk or the Amber Temple, they are both pretty far in different directions, so.
As long as Saphira has seen a tree there, perhaps it would. That is the way.
I'm not sure there are trees around the Amber Temple because it's so cold.
But we went through a forest, right? We went through a forest.
Yeah, I would think that you, Saphira, will have cloak trees everywhere. Like you said, real Martin, there is much less trees there. But there is the old kind of like pinsapo, I don't know how it's called in English. It's like a type of tree that is especially like a pine that are really... Yeah, like a type of pine tree that is very accustomed to the snow and the really cold temperature. So there will still be a forest of those somewhere, not too far away from the Amber Temple, just to make it easier for you guys. So any place you want Saphira, as long as you have slots, you could do that. I'll just show the Castle Ravenloft picture as well, the classic one, as we are going back in time kind of picture. So that's how it looks like. Now it looks with the vegetation and the plants all grown around it, but it looks as ominous as that.
So are we going there?
I think we'll start in the castle. Like we can walk to the castle. Or and then from the castle we can use the magical travel. Go either way. We can go anywhere without using a spell slot.
And then we can come back as well, right? The same.
I think no. You
just go.
The portal stays open for a little while, but it doesn't. Not a long time.
Okay.
In the Amber Temple, you can come back. That's the only one. There is like a teleportation circle. All the other ones, you have to, it closes, but the Amber Temple is got a teleportation circle. I think you took the coordinates as well. I think you recorded it when you were there in last reel.
Yeah, and there's one in Vallaki from the boy, right? that
Yeah,
was using
as
magic.
well, yeah. On the room of Victor, where Victor was on the school of
Yeah.
the Mongre folk, he actually put a teleportation circle that he made himself there as well. So you have two that you have the coordinates as well. Suez cousins, Victor Balakovic has one. So if you want to walk to the castle, it will take you, so now it's like around 10 a.m. roughly. If you want to walk to Castle Rebelov, it will take you like around 4 hours. And then from there you could just...
All right, let's do that.
Okay. So as you traverse the different forests, the beautiful, you see the village of Barovia far in the distance. You kind of like go off the roads through the Svalis woods. The woods look beautiful. You confront the old kind of pack of, like in the Disney movies, the typical werewolf packs that you kind of fight. They don't know who you are. They kind of get close. You fight them. You win, obviously. They are like wolves, scare them off a few times. Another different pack, scarecrows, kind of like it keeps like going through different creatures, like the odd zombie pack, so it's like you have 4 baby encounters that now for you at this level is just like a 3 seconds each. Is like Lilith casts one spell, boom, they're all dead. The other one, real cast a fireball, boom, they're all dead. So that keeps happening.
Can I?
You
Can
just
I?
casually, you just keep.
Yeah.
You didn't even stop. We just keep
Yeah, it's
walking.
like fireball.
Can
The
I?
other one,
Can I?
like,
Can I
boom,
go down in one of them?
Of course, please. You tell us, Cabal, what happens.
What do
oh
you
no!
mean? You increase your constitution.
Fall to the ground.
Yeah, I guess kind of like that one will be the bleeding, the animated trees. Like at some point you kind of like have an encounter where you notice Lilith and Saphira. You both notice that these trees seem to be moving, kind of following you. These kind of scary trees. And then before you can actually react, like all these trees kind of team up and these like tweet blikes and stuff. So it's like 20 or 30 attacks gone Cabal that is the biggest of all of you, like a giant. So they all kind of like before anything happens, just Cabal just kind of collapses on the floor really quick, like from 20 attacks for different things. And then once more you annihilate all the evil trees and bleeding, twig blights, twig blights and all this. Yeah.
As this happened, as Cabal drops down, I'm just gonna look at Real and say, why did he throw himself in front of the trees? I don't understand. And just keep walking.
when they revive me, I'll be like, I'll go into my bag, still lying down, take out that book and continue reading.
It's a cry for help.
Amazing.
Oh, can
I
I
love that.
check the
You know
back of
what? Take part of inspiration for that one. Come on, that was so good.
Thank you. What was that?
Go on, Martin. Sorry, Real.
I want to check the bag of holding that we got from Exesander, see if there's anything inside.
Ooh, okay. As you check the back of holding, you find in there that there is the same chronolith, the same one that you found in Asalin Rex Castle, in Castle Avernus. Another one broken with like something came out of it, and you gather that that's how the parasite got to Exethander, 100% sure. You also find on that some long white hair coming from the Bagman, 100% sure as well. And on top of that as well, you will find a sending stone, one single stone. Let me make a note of this. And roll 4 D100s as well, please.
Who?
Real.
Are you
Because he's the one going. Okay. So tell me what you got. Ooh, 100. So
sum or
100.
individual?
Yeah, no, the sum.
178.
Okay. So roll a d4 now.
I'm getting more and more nervous.
Okay. Oh, nice. So this is the number of platinum pieces. So 178 multiplied by 4. That's how many platinum coins there is there. So I'll just make a note: 178 multiplied by 4 platinum, and then I'll send it to you if you want, just to make it easy. And then, lastly, two of you, Real and someone else, please roll a D100 as well.
I think it's 712. Oh, there we go. 712.
So 712 platinum. Thank you, Neil.
I was trying to do math in my head there.
Yeah, amazing. So Lilith, you got an 88. Then roll a D6, Lilith. As well. Okay, so that will be table 2 and number 88 for you. So that will be, sorry, I'm gonna have to put my glasses. Oh wow, you see, I see everything now. Amazing. Goggles of night, you find there on Exetanders randomly, even though he has dark vision. You don't know why. So you can I'll make a note of that. Goggles of night.
I will take that immediately. I don't think I have dark vision.
Yeah, you're the missing one. I think only you and Lilith don't have dark vision still.
Oh, you don't have it? Do you want it?
Nope. Don't need it really.
Okay, I'll take it. Unless it requires attunement, then I can't have it.
No, they don't.
Okay.
And roll a d12 for your one, Martin. Real. Let's make it big. See which magical item table you are gonna get. I think the higher the number, the better on this case.
No, I already got a 4.
Okay,
You use a D8.
I mean, if you want to use your D8, you should. This one that you got, it doesn't seem to be. It's more like potions and scrolls. That one that you got.
Oh
so
my
far.
god.
I
12.
got an 8.
Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will
12
be
total.
12 total. Yeah. 1, 2.
We got 16 altogether.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh. Okay. That looks fucking good. Okay. And then it's number 77, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Hand of Vecna?
Okay. You
No, I
can
don't want
choose.
it.
I'm gonna give you 2 choices actually. Here.
If one is a crown, I will take it.
Okay.
No, enough of crowns, alright? Enough. Yeah,
No.
got too many already.
You can never have enough.
Yeah. So you can have either an apparatus of qualis, yeah, or a potion of cloud giant strength, or you can choose between these 3, or eyes of the eagle, whatever that is. So you choose whichever one you prefer of those. So either eyes of the eagle, apparatus of qualis, or a potion of cloud giant strength. I know the apparatus qualis, that's I think it's like a submarine, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's
No?
got a-
That's
a
the one with the
large
crabs, kind of like metal thingies.
So I guess the eyes of the eagle.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So that's
Yep.
what you find. I'm not
I
actually
would've
sure
liked
that is
have-
either.
Submarine.
You would have
Nice.
liked the submarine, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it?
Just I don't know.
I will imagine being like something from Quantumania, so it's like a baby version, and then when you throw it becomes big. I will allow that, but
There
what
you
would you
go.
do with it? I don't know. It's up to you, though.
When will we ever need it? That's the question.
I know. I don't think you will, as far as my plans go. You will
Or when you
have been useful if you want to go scuba diving. Yeah. So
yeah, at the
to-
moment you need it, it'll be super useful, right?
to Lake Zarovich, you could have gone to fight the aboleth there if you had that. That would have been cool. But up to you.
That's a very big coincidence with Tuesday's session.
I know, right? It's true, right? Yeah. I just very cool. Okay. And that's what you find in his bag of holding as you kind of like put it upside down, I imagine. And the bag of holding itself, that is a magical item too. I'll make a note too.
Who's wearing
Mhm.
these eyes of the eagle?
Anybody wants them, but they require attunement.
Do they?
What do they actually do?
I don't
You
see
can
it saying
give you
require attunement.
advantage.
Oh, they do. They do. Yeah.
Yeah, advantage and perception.
Oh, nice. Okay. So it's like to have an eagle splendor spell on
be-
the enhance ability permanently, yeah?
That would be probably good for someone who uses like a ranged weapon, maybe, or something. No? It doesn't work like that.
I mean, I think it's good for everyone, really. And
Yeah,
it's like
just perception checks with
Mhm.
advantage.
Give it
I
to.
would
But
say
it's just-
just to be nice that you don't need to tune on this one that you find. Just to
Oh, okay. Nice.
yeah.
Or it's just me from talking from video game experience.
So I'll put
Who's-
no
who's,
attunement.
Who's our most perceptive? We got Lilith and Saphira.
I believe Lilith has the spyglass still, right, Lilith? That gives you
Yeah.
advantage already.
Yep.
Yeah. The one that sways tall, I think, actually, and then
I didn't
then
steal
you
anything.
yeah.
I
And
don't
then
know.
you-
All of our
you-
items got
yeah.
stolen.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
Saphira,
stole it
yeah?
from the shop. Yeah, I think.
Ring of Regeneration, gone.
No, I've got
Yeah,
that.
that one. Yeah, no, that's still there. That one. That was the one in the grave of Kresk.
I've got that. I'm wearing that.
Yeah.
I'm greedy with that because I keep going down.
So Saphira has quite good perception, right?
Just give her the
So
advantage,
Yeah.
I guess.
So you could,
Mhm.
you could have the goggles. I mean the
Does it
eyes.
require attunement?
No.
Not anymore.
The original, yes, but no anymore. So,
So
yeah, you
eyes of
don't
the
need
eagle
to-
is basically advantage and perception if you write it somewhere.
Okay.
It
Lilith,
says
you said you have it. Do you have
Mhm.
advantage?
But only if you rely on sight. Like if you are trying to listen for something, you have to roll normally.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
if you are watching, then you get advantage.
ever.
Actually, one question: did you ask the Juggernaut to come with you? Is he still following you, or did you leave him with the Forest Master? They would have gave you the choice. In theory, you could have taken him if you wanted to. He was happy either way. So I'll leave it that for you guys to decide. He travels a bit slower than you. After a while, you see that he's not as fast as you, but you could have taken him, whatever you guys decide.
Can we keep him?
I mean, if you
Mhm.
Is there a
follow
way to
through-
make him pocket size until we need him?
Juggernaut, I need you.
So yeah, the deal was that if you help the Forest Master and the Elven spirits that were the chewing gun now, they will give it to you. So he is yours as long as you are happy with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so you have your Juggernaut. He hasn't have a name. He's still behind you. Kind of like you hear his big steps following you, breaking trees. Saphira is horrifying as he keeps breaking through thousands of trees that keep bleeding, and some of them even screaming as they
Oh,
are not
God.
really trees, they're animated trees. And some of them you hear like,
Oh, no.
"Excuse me, move all the way, you big one!" And one of them kind of like the tree is telling the Juggernaut off as he kind of like keeps breaking through them.
Mr. Juggernaut, can I just ask you to walk a bit gentler between the trees?
Of
Just maybe
course,
avoid breaking.
I will walk much gentler. No worry.
Perhaps we could
Thank
call
you.
you JT, short for your Juggernaut Tosser.
Oh, I like the name JT. That sounds really good to me.
What do you think, Lilith?
Yeah, that's fine.
JT it is. Can you make yourself smaller?
Make a fate roll. Why not? This is when we go into the... Oh no! Well, you can use inspiration if you want. Actually, I will allow it if you have any
I'll
yourself.
just use my D8 and make it a success.
Okay, yeah. So he can make himself smaller. How small you want him? Do you want him to be like a Quantumania, kind of like throwing size?
I'll leave that to Lilith to decide.
You know what? I would like him to be small enough to be able to sit on Claudio whilst he's flying about.
Okay, yes. So let's do him like that. So he can actually make himself like a miniature, you know, like a little toy kind of version of himself. And then he can do that. Yeah. Amazing.
You're saying that the Juggernaut is basically Ant-Man, an undead dead Ant-Man,
Yeah.
basically.
He's Ant-Man now.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. So JT will say, let me just think of a different. Of course, I can make myself any size you want. And he keeps like, woo, and he starts reducing into a humanoid size. Then he keeps getting smaller and smaller until he gets to a point that you actually, Lilith, tell him stop, you know, because you see that he's almost about to disappear, you know. So he has this thing that he can actually regulate his size like that.
Cool. Well, that's good to know. I think most times, in most situations, this is a good size for you to be. If things start getting a little bit hairy, then you can go back to, you know, your juggernaut size.
I will think so, my mistress. That sounds good. I will make myself any size you want.
Cool. Right. Let's keep rolling.
Okay. So Safira, as you keep walking and stuff, once it's much smaller, now the trees are all happy. Lots of trees greet you like, good afternoon, you know, like, good afternoon. And one of them even tells you his life story, how he's been so lonely, and, you know, this kind of starts following you. And eventually you get to Castle Ravenloft. As you approach the gates once more, you see this majestic courtyard, and you notice that things have changed a lot. You see a sign outside that says something written on it. I will say Lilith and Saphira, you see it first, as you have the highest passive perception, and whoever took this, you with your eagle splendors and Lilith with the magnifying glass, with the spyglass, you know, you see it first, the two of you. It says there, Castle Hotel Raven's Loft, written on the door, and there is like the whole garden has been newly decorated. You see that these hedges have different shapes, like more like different things. And you see signs like a wedding just occurred and finished, and there is like still hasn't been cleaned, you know. You see banners like white, kind of like a paraphernalia, like party things. There is still tables, you know, and it seems like a wedding just took place, or a huge party in there. I'll let you
Well, looks like we are late for whatever party was going on here.
Oh, we've turned up just in time. So, Lid's gonna dust off her clothes and just walking naturally like she's meant to be there.
Okay, amazing. As you pass, one of you, whoever of you, let's say you, Lilith, as you are walking, you see on the floor there is like a little wedding cake toys, you know, and you see one of them seems to be a cat folk, so like a tabaxi, and the other one is Escher, and you recognize this was Scratch and Escher's wedding.
Oh, okay.
Scratch?
He didn't invite us? How dare he have a wedding?
Yeah.
We have to kill him, bring him back, and then he can get married again.
or we
You
just
hear
burn everything down?
horses and a carriage on kind of leaving. You hear the guns, and almost as you are on the way, almost all these people are clapping. You recognize on the crowd, there is like a carriage with horses. Inside the carriage, you see Scratch and Escher, kind of both dressed up with a beautiful wedding clothing, like suits and red roses. And the carriage like suddenly stops as they kind of like you are on their way. Oh no, Lilith cast Firestorm.
Cabal will spread his blood wings and go straight for the carriage. Ah!
Oh wow! You can play. I don't remember Scratch on Wood's voice, so if you want, Thomas, you could play Scratch on Wood. As the carriage stop, you see Escher comes out. He has an American accent, like, all right, yeah, he has that kind of voice with a really strong. Oh wow, that's so good to see you guys. So I'm surprised you made it. Where have you been? Escher says to you, and what does Scratch says actually, as he is there too.
I don't know. I'm a little bit baffled.
Okay, I'll do it. Don't worry. So Scratch will say, "Hey guys, that's amazing! Wow." He's got like a similar voice to Claudio somehow. Yeah, he always asks, "Where you come from? Where have you been? We thought you died." Yes.
Congratulations,
everyone.
I guess.
Oh, you mean the star on the sky?
Yeah.
That's kind of like 2 weeks ago news. That's a bit old news now. That's disappeared. Yeah, was that you?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Scratch will joke and says, I heard that he was a wizard from afar," he will say, and then he winks
You
to
will
you.
see that I'm starting to cast fireball myself. Like,
Oh, no.
are you sure?
No, only joke. He's only joking. He keeps doing that joke. You'll see that Escher will kind of say slyly as the DM is kind of finds it really hard to do that voice, but yeah, he will say, yes, he always does that. Don't worry. Really, I'm sorry. Well, we will have loved to invite you to the wedding, but we're not really here. So, but well,
Where are you going now?
we are going to the material plane to a Scratch place. He said we're gonna go to, how is it called, Scratch? Cholt. We are going to Cholt.
So you are returning to Faerun then?
Just for a honeymoon.
Are you going
Scratch
there?
will say. Well, that's where I'm from, Scratch will say.
Very tropical place.
I'm from
Jungle.
Pornanzaru. And Bloodwig will say, oh, I'm from Pornanzaru too. But you knew that already, actually, out of character. You will remember that he was from Pornanzaru, same as Bloodwig Turtle as well.
Well, whatever happens, have a safe journey. We'll
How
most
are you
likely...
getting there?
Sorry? Say that again?
How are you traveling there?
Oh, we are just going on the carriage for now, and then Scratch has organized. Apparently, we are gonna get out in Dagenford, and he's organized some kind of trip. We are meeting these old friends of him. So what was her name? And he says, "Well, I don't really know her, but it's more your friend Sway. She's organized it for us. High priestess, right? She's a high priestess. Yeah." Yeah, High Priestess Amara has organized some kind of trip for us. Apparently a boat, like an amazing cruise boat, and it's traveling all the way from the Sword Coast all the way down to Cholt.
Amara's still alive. Wow. I thought she would be dead by now.
Sway? How does Sway react as you hear High Priestess Amara? You don't think of her being ever a priest. That sounds a bit off.
So it's just thinking like after a half year we were away or something. Maybe she dubbed him already. I don't know.
2 years, you will think in terms of now. If it's been 6 months more, it was a year and a half for Lilith. So you will think it's probably 2 years since you actually left.
All right, but thank you for the contact, Sway. Escher will
problem.
say. Scratch says, well, I don't really know her, but it was easy to contact her. She's really well known now. Apparently, her and High Priest TR, they kind of running things down there in Dagenford now. And you all remember except Safira and Bloodwick, actually. I don't think he was there. You both know that TR was your companion who actually died eaten by some kind of illicit creature that popped out of his chest.
Yeah, I mean, still carrying his hair somewhere.
I mean, they're running stuff there. So we first go into this place, the sanctuary, and apparently that's where they're staying. And then from there, we're moving on.
I'm sorry. You're staying at the sanctuary.
Oh, just passing by. Apparently, that's where the miraculous waters of Karzus. We're gonna have a swim there on Mount Newmore. And have you heard of it?
There is no spring there. It is cold and snowy. It's a very treacherous terrain to get to the place itself.
I think you are confused. I mean, we heard there is no. It's really warm there, and it hasn't rained for years. It's always sunny there. There is not even clouds over Mount Newmore. That's part of the beauty of it. It says that it's been blessed by the power of this kind of new god thing, the new car means, and then Scratch will say, yeah, your god, Lilith, the new Karsus, is blessed the waters, right?
Has it?
Do you
You
think
think
that?
to yourself, the
do
new
you think-
Karsus? You think?
Yeah.
Do you think
Why
that
does everyone?
Hmm.
Why does everyone keep saying there's a new and an old Karthus? There's only been one, unless they're mistaken the darker version for the whispered one.
You hear again the voice in your back, Sway. As you say, the whisper one, you hear all these sounds coming from your backpack, from the eye.
I believe his influence has crossed across even our realm. Oh, this is not good. I wonder what we are going to be returning back to. This can't be right. This sanctuary can't be what you say it is, Scratch. I have a bad feeling. I don't think you should I know that it has all been planned, but could you postpone your honeymoon?
What? You see Scratch face goes like. And Escher says, well, I don't think so, honey. I mean, I understand you like darkness and drama, but we are just got married and we are super happy, and I'm not gonna get you outsiders to ruin our moods. But thank you, though. We'll be careful, don't worry. It's gonna be alright. Isn't it? And the Scratch kind of tosses says, I trust you. We'll be very careful, don't worry. It's gonna be okay.
Well, you have been warned. Good luck, and we hope to see you there once we return.
Oh, all right. That'll be wonderful. I mean, we'll see you back here. Are you returning back home then? This is Escher will say.
We've got a few business here, and then we'll return. We're going to.
Oh wow. All right. So really good to see you. Well, I'll. He looks to the people behind. There is like an entourage of people. Like there is some servants on horses and another smaller carriage just carrying the suitcases. You see all this kind of Louis Vuitton style, like a whole carriage full of Louis Vuitton style bags on top of it, kind of thing. And then he says, "Will you tell Sergei that the outsiders are here before we go?"
And then you see the servant goes, "Of course, my lord," and kind of runs and goes running towards the castle.
I look at everyone. Did he just say Sergei? What is going on here?
Oh, you didn't know? We found a scroll of resurrection, so we kind of brought back Sergei Bonzarovich. So he's now with the Were Ravens and all these kind of people. They kind of like run the hotel now, the Hotel Ravenloft. Oh yeah, of course, it's been quite a while. Where have you been for the last 6 months, though? I mean, we were thinking you were coming back and you never did, so it was kind of weird.
I just point at the sky. What about the star? We had to fix that. So if you
Yes.
die, you don't
Oh,
come
thank
back
you.
as a zombie.
Oh yes, not that we are super grateful. I mean, I never really go down. Like you see both they are vampires, that's the smile kind of thing. And you see like the carriage is kind of got like this curtain. They are like talking through the curtain, because they are both with sunglasses as well, and they are both vampires now, kind of thing. So it's but yeah, thank you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for what you did.
Yeah.
Shall we go, honey? He kind of puts the hand on one of them. Puts the hand. You see, Escher puts the hand on Scratch's kind of leg. All right. Yeah. Okay. So nice to see you. So see you soon again. And hope to see you there in Mount Newmore, Cabal.
So you brought Sergei back.
Oh yeah, we kind of totally resurrected him. Yeah.
What about
Escher says.
Tatiana?
Oh, Tatiana? No, she's like, we kind of tried, but we didn't have a piece of her. And then we kind of found out by Sergei that she's kind of like gone. She's kind of reincarnating every kind of some time. And so he's kind of looking forward for the next reincarnation. And oh, by the way, we kind of heard that, I don't know why, but I think Strahd kind of sent a message to Sergei and he's really not happy about it. But that's another day's discussion. We better get going, right? And as they said that, they said, okay, yep, see you soon. And they kind of the carriage, like you guys did this awkward conversation. They both look at each other and look down. And kind of the carriage goes, yep, see you soon. And then like the carriage kind of keeps going.
Oh, Lilith, did you not have a vision about people bathing in a river? I don't know. What they just said reminds me of that.
Kind of inspiration for that. That's what she had. Yeah, that was the vision. She had a vision. All of you had this vision actually. Eventually, when the helm was being destroyed and the helm was cracking in two, and you saw all these people bathing and kind of like praying and singing in this kind of spring that was on top of a mountain. Actually, like really beautiful, like a bucolic kind of like a beautiful kind of scenery. There was 2 mounts together. One was Cabal's keep that was like not snow anymore and kind of looks quite well kept, and the other one was this other mountain where there was a spring in there and all these people bathing in it.
Yeah, that vision vaguely rings a bell. Why do you bring it up?
What they just said. Could it be that? Could it be that it's happening?
Maybe. Do we now have to go there as well?
I think if
We
it
were
is
supposed
the
to go
whispered
there
one.
Ah, crap. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to just quickly go have a look and see, right?
And it's close to your home, isn't it, Cabal?
It is my home, but their saying is that it is changed. This cannot be. It doesn't make sense. Clearly there is no danger there. No dragon, what you're saying other people wouldn't use it as some sort of stupid resort. This is...
Maybe the dragon is making them see things. It's a psychic dragon.
Alright. Until we go there, well, I will not be able to assess the situation. Let us conclude our business here, and then head back as quickly as we will.
Right. And as you approach the castle, the first thing you see is a figure. For a second, you think he's Strahd von Zarovich, but you notice he looks much younger and much more like kindness on his eyes. And he looks at you and he makes eye contact, and you all recognize Sergei von Zarovich. He then smiles with this beautiful smile. And as he does, and you all realize that things might not be as good as they seem, and perhaps other things are happening in the domains of dread. I will actually add to this that I forgot actually. Scratch will mention that the Golden Star is in the domains of in your world too, actually. Before he leaves, he will just say, the star is gone here 2 weeks ago, but we heard news that he appeared on your world. And with that realization, more questions than answers once more, and the figure of Sergei von Zarovich, who has been brought back from the dead, and this hotel Raven Love now with a spell like Raven's Love. As you are about to enter, we will end tonight's session. Thank you very much, guys.
Is he a vampire?
No, he is not. Yes. I did think of that. I was thinking, should I? And I said, no, he's a good person. He cannot be a vampire. So yeah, he looks like a normal humanoid. Thank you very much to my amazing players for putting up with my crazy shenanigans. And thanks to you all for watching from home. Thanks to James Webster, to Darren Curtis for his music and art, and to Wizards for this amazing module and all the tokens and all that as well. Thanks for your support. Have a great week, and we will see you again here or Tuesday or Wednesday. And until then, stay magical. Say bye, all. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.